All right, everybody, how's it going? Let's turn this volume down. There we go. Get that volume turned down on my phone so I can. I'm trying something different. I got my phone set up so I can see the chat right here. I don't have to keep running around up and down, up and down. Trying to get a little smarter about what I'm doing. And yeah, tonight I figured, hey Fuzzy, how's it going? Fitzy, how's it going? All right, so now I got to figure out how I can get the chat to show up on my phone because I don't see it. Interesting. Why is it not showing up on my phone? You know what? Let me just do this. I think if I scroll to the bottom, right? All right, did that go? I don't know. I commented on my own thing. So, yeah, why can't I see the comments on my stream? Darn it. Maybe there's a delay. I don't know. This kind of stinks a little bit. Anyway, so a couple things I want to do first before I get into this. I found a couple more of these while sorting through boxes. So I want to pop these in this book because I decided I want to try to see about putting this Conlon collection together. And I got lucky that the first 330 cards were already in this binder. That's what kind of got me just like started on it. The first, you know, first series was already in here. So basically, I'm just trying to fill in the other, you know, I don't know, 2,000 cards. So they get numbered pretty high. So 534, 511, 27. So 534 goes right there. All right, that one goes there, and then I got 630, 622, and 635. Oops, went too far. Six 621, so 622 is up here. Nice. Got 3 new cards now added to this, and then 635. I hope to have 34, 35 should go right in the middle here. Get in there. There we go. 33, 34, 35. So there you go. So working on piecing this one together just out of whatever cards I find in these like huge boxes that these bulk buys that I make. So that's that. I'm also working on a second binder. The second binder is going to be an errors binder. So like this is the correct version of this one here. So I got to see if we can find the error in all this junk here. And if I do, I'll put it in the binder and press on with all the errors that I find. But now let's get into tonight's dealio. So guys, I thought, hey Hunter, how's it going? Maybe you guys can help me out because I'm not like hugely tech savvy. I probably am for my generation, but I've kind of gotten away from all the tech stuff. And but like I have my phone here running, right? I got my phone running, I got my stream, but the chat's not coming up. The whole idea was to try to get my chat on my phone so that I can not have to keep running over to my table, my desk with my computer on. So I don't know. I even turned it long ways, scrolled to the bottom, and it's just I don't know. I don't know how I can do that. I don't know. I get newest first. I don't know. No, it's just nothing. Whatever. Live chat. Oh, there we go. Let me press live chat. There we go. I had to just press the button here that said live chat, and it brought it up. All right, so we're golden. There we go. Coolio. Now I got it. Man, sometimes I amaze even myself. So let's see. I don't like it. It disappeared though. Hey, Tex Hockey. Everyone's good. The family. We're all hunkered down here. We're in New Jersey, so southern New Jersey though, not the northern part. Not where like all the New Yorkers or the North Jerseyites who work in the city and ran out and got sick and then went home to North Jersey and just kind of started spreading it throughout North Jersey. Now we're good. And this table's a little mess because I'm like I said, I'm actually in the middle of sorting these cards, and this box here is all different score cards or pinnacle cards or whatever. So this is like one box that I'm filling up. It's a 3,200 count box, and I've got one set up for upper deck, and I got one set up for tops and Dunruss, and so on and so on and so on. So that's how I've been keeping busy. I've been sorting cards like a fool, but it's all good. Yeah, well, I work over in a little, like a suburb of Philadelphia, but I've been out because I had my knee surgery, so I'm still in the recovery mode from it. All right, so we're looking for the Nolan Ryan autographs, and we're looking especially for the Michael Jordan SP1s. All right, and that got a whole big crease there, like it got run over by a machine as the packs were getting like the back zippers on. But whatever. So I'm not going to waste time talking about, and there's your typical collation problems with upper deck. I'm not going to waste time looking at everyone. I will pull out the Hall of Famers. That's Cal Ripken. Man, maybe I should have gotten a drink first. Here's a Hall of Famer, Ryan Sandberg. Got Texas Rangers. Who do we have here? Dave Staten. We actually met him when he was playing in the Padres minor league system out in Las Vegas. He hit a home run one night that it hit the scoreboard and blew out broke some light bulbs. I mean, it was crazy. It was a monster shot. I think they said it was like 475 feet or some crazy number like that. It was ridiculously, and it didn't just clip the scoreboard. It hit probably 3/4 of the way up on this huge like jumbotron scoreboard in the outfield. It was awesome. All right, let's see who else we got here. So we're looking for Hall of Famers, like Lee Smith is a Hall of Famer. So we got as a Lee Smith here. I want to thank everyone for stopping by again. Oh, let's see. I got the chat right here. No, I've not met Rick Ankiel. I kind of thought he was pretty cool though, because he was a two-way player, all that cool stuff, which you don't see every day. Hey, there we go. We got the Mike Messina rookie cards. That's one of the rookie chase cards in the set. And we got one of John Jab's Bad Omens, Bernard Gilkey. So probably got that kill a light here, and to get rid of that overhead glare. So why don't I do that next? Kill the light, turn on the light, kill the overhead light. See if that helps. I know it got real dark in here, so I'm going to lighten it up right now. All right, let's do this. Boom. Hopefully that made it. Yeah, there you go. That's better. Sorry about the old shaky camera. You guys don't want to know how I have things rigged here because I don't have my garage done yet. All right. All right, back to this. All right, so let's hope we don't have to deal with too much of shadows anymore. But it actually made it really dark in here for me, but that's all right. Grady Anderson. There's a Hall of Famer, Randy Johnson. This is 91, the low number. Here's Alan Trammell, another Hall of Famer. So, they came out with 700 cards in the low number set, and then they produced a high number set, which was like the traded sets, and it had 100 cards in, plus all 700 of these. And we got Brooke Fordyce and Mark Lewis. So we got Hall of Famers out of that pack, which was nice. We're doing pretty good Hall of Famer wise. Can't complain. Yeah, I hope everyone's staying healthy and laying low and trying to just, get on through this whole COVID experience. Tino Martinez. And survive it. That's key, David West, Doc Gooden, Spanky LaValliere. We have a Giants sticker followed by a Mickey Morandini rookie card and a Roger Salkhead. That's all you can do, guys, is just, hunker down, protect yourself best you can with what little PPE we have available to us. I actually ordered masks from Amazon like 2 months ago, and they're still not here. Now I ordered children's masks too, and they showed up, but they're no good without the filters. I had to order the M95, the N95 filters. There's Wade Boggs, so I had to order the filters as well, and they are just, I don't know, stuck somewhere in the supply chain. If I ever even get them, I mean, let's face it, they may never get here. This thing could be over, and then my masks show up at the door, and then I'll just send them back. The masks and the filters cost me $122. So that's no joke, But I wanted to protect my wife, who is Tim Costo and Charles Nagy are the rookies there. My wife, who has is diabetic, and she's got a heart. She's had 2 open heart surgeries already. So she's got a lot of health issues. So she's got a lot of those underlying things that you have to be careful about. And myself, I'm a cancer survivor, so I have a weakened immune system. So that doesn't bode well for me. So I just figured, here's a Bo Jackson. Try to get the masks so that we can, protect ourselves and protect everyone else around us. Here's a Griffey Jr. So we are really killing it with these Hall of Famers. Here's our first Nolan Ryan card inside the Astrodome, kind of looking up at the panels up top. That's cool. There's a Joe Carter, who was a fan favorite. And Dave Stewart. We got Texas. We've got... And that's it. The rookies are nobodies. One thing to stock up on might be bug spray. Oh, yeah. What was that one? God, what was that? That thing you could get that was transmitted by freaking mosquitoes. Oh, I forget. I mean, I'm not talking malaria. It's some other stupid little virus that they said you could catch it from a mosquito bite. There's Kirby Puckett. So by far the low numbered boxes are producing a lot better Hall of Famers than the high numbers, but I don't know why I showed him. But the high numbers have the Bagwell rookie card in. So if you want a Bagwell rookie card, you're going to have to get a high number box. And I was getting probably 3 to 4 out of a box when I was opening them. So Tony Fernandez, rest in peace. And of course, you all know we lost. And I say we just because we're all sports fans. Al Kaline, Mr. Al Kaline. I was fortunate enough, I don't know, sometime last year to send TTM to him and get a couple TTMs. And then I actually bought one off of eBay, a certified one, and just to make sure that it matched what I was getting TTM, because I've been burned on TTMs before. So our 2 prospect cards were really junky. Like a Hank Aaron, when I was younger, turns out not. A Ted Williams turned out was not. Who else? Well, you just say, thank God my Roger Maris was legit. There's a Big Hurt. So Kevin Moss. Yes, I do. He was a flash in the pan. Kind of like that. Pudge Fisk is pointing to him. But where did Moss go? Yeah, he's gone. He's out of here. He's left the building. That's where Kevin Moss went. I mean, but, I really can't knock it because he had more of a baseball major league career than I ever did. That's for sure. He made it further than I did. So I'm not one to really be able to talk because my baseball kind of stopped after high school. And then when I got older, when I hit 25, I started playing in the wooden bat leagues they have here in New Jersey. I did that for a few years. They had a 25 and over or 35 and over. Then they changed it to 29 and over and 39 and over and 49 and over and 52 and over. So I'm now 60. I didn't play the year before this, and I'm not playing this year because of my knee surgery. And the year before that, I took a year off after coming back from an injury. There's Andhar Cedeno and a Gary Scott, where I dislocated my left shoulder. No, my right shoulder. I dislocated it and tore my labrum sliding into third base. And a couple of years before that, I had to have surgery on my left shoulder for my torn labrum there. So I've been the poster child for what not to do in baseball, I guess, kind of injuries. But Okay. So 90 has it. Okay. Here's a Juan Gonzalez right there. Speaking about old Juan. And there's another one of Eric or John Jeb's Bad Omens, Eric Plunk. I think we all get those guys. They all show up on all our channels. If we're ripping packs, they rear their ugly heads. There's a Dave Justice. So we're hopeful, fingers crossed. I heard there's a Tim Raines. Now, Tim Raines has a card in the low and high number. He's in a Expos uni here and a White Sox uniform on the high number set. Who else has two? And there's a, why do I have a checklist there where there should have been a rookie card of the Reds with Sabo on it? Should have been a rookie card there. It does well with the holograms. It's probably not that. It's probably just the lighting or the lack of lighting. Ken Hill, rest in peace. Here's a Dave Winfield. Try to get that so that glare don't get that big old reflection. Eric Chow, Don Slott. We have a Manny Lee, Texas Rangers. Who's our prospects? Mo Vaughn, Maurice. I'm sorry, it's Maurice. He was not the household name yet. And Pat Kelly. He was still called Maurice because that's what his mom named him. And that's what he went by. Maurice. You know, there is a Dale Murphy error in this set worth some decent money. I don't know if it's in this set or if it's in the 89. I'm thinking it's the 89. And let me see. And the only reason why I say that is because, like I'm putting this book together, and I don't want to give away everything that I'm doing here, but I did pick up one Murphy card, and I think it's all in the back. No, where did it go? Not there. Where are you at? Huh. I must not have put it back. Now I lost that card. But I came across the 89 Upper Deck, and that's maybe it's right here on page. See, I thought it was this one, and then it's the reverse negative, which that makes it the 89 Upper Deck. Unless you're talking about something else other than the reverse negative on that one. That's the only one I'm aware of. But I am by far no expert on it. I'm learning stuff every day about, error cards from other people in the community when they talk about it on their channel or whatever. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I got to start looking for that one too. Crap, now I got to go back through those last 20 boxes I just went through. All right, so let's see. And who do we have here? No one. All right. know we kind of just got into this stack a couple packs in, but man, this one is cold. Cold. So yeah, guys, I bought off of eBay. I bought 6 boxes of these. 6 boxes of these for like 85 bucks. Figure what the heck, it'll give me something to open on the channel. I still have over a case of the high numbers that I've been going through off and on too. But if I'm going to get the Michael Jordan, I got to get the low numbers because it's not in the high numbers. And Scott Allred, and who's this guy? Top prospect of Willie Banks. So, open up another pack here in a minute. Right now I got notifications popping up left and right. So let's see what's next. Got to get someone good here. Come on, Michael Jordan SP1. I'd like to. I think I pulled one maybe back in the day, but you know, it'd still be nice to get another one. Right now, I couldn't tell you where that card was. I've got so many cards. Here's a Glavin, so we got a Tommy Glavin. Get rid of that glare. There we go. Sweet Lou Whitaker. Mike Scioscia. We have Giants. And we've got Rico Bronya and Scott Chimpanero, whatever. All right. Moving right along. Okay, speaking of errors, I have a wild one, 2003 Topps Tribute with the year stamped across the face, plus someone wrote on it in blue Sharpie. I'm thinking the sheet got into circulation accidentally. Yeah. Well, I was going through, like, I buy these bulk lots from time to time, and I wasn't aware of it. I was aware of like all the other, Billy Ripken F face card and all the different variations of the white out, the black out, the white scribble out, the black scribble out. Here's a Kirby Puckett. I wasn't aware of the saw cut. So the saw cut is where they took the sheet and they ran like a bandsaw right through the center of the card. Well, in a box, one of these boxes I was going through, I found like 2 or 3 of them. And I'm like, what Jack, did this to the card? And I don't know if I threw them out or what I did with them now. Andre Dawson? I guess that's the problem with getting old. Your mind, they say it's the second thing that goes. Anyway, if Andre Dawson, if this camera would ever focus, but that's Andre Dawson. So the saw cut is another variation that is part of that Billy Ripken, was it 90 Fleer set that has another variation of the error card called the saw cut. Yeah, I mean, over the years I've been kind of adding up, like just collecting up my error cards and stuff, but I've gotten so many and things have gotten kind of out of control. There's a Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson has 2 cards in this set as well. He's got one in a Royals uniform and one in a White Sox uniform. Yeah, I know. I kind of heard about that on not tonight's John Jabs, but the one before, when he said that was going to be his last one because he got demonetized by YouTube for saying coronavirus. And but he did one tonight. I missed the live feed, so I had to watch it delayed after it posted. But yeah, and he was talking about it there, and I'm like, what? A saw cut? And then I did some investigating after that, and it turns out it's like, yeah, it's a thing. And I'm like, man, I just saw them, and now I don't know where they are. There's like 2 or 3 of them in a box. I'm like, who did this? What? Because a lot of the cards I get that are really messed up, I just toss them out because they're just, why keep them? So here's a Wade Boggs. You know, Robbie Alomar, who has 2 cards in this set too, I believe. One with San Diego and one with Cleveland, maybe? I'm not sure if it's Cleveland or Toronto, but he's got 2 cards in this set. Ramon Martinez, Big Brother. Bernie Williams rookie card. So there's Bernie, his rookie card. That phrase, I don't know why, but YouTube's been doing it. Now, I'm not monetized, so I don't have to worry about it. I can say COVID-19, COVID-19, COVID-19 all night long, all day long, and they can't do anything because what are they gonna do? You can't take away my camera because I said COVID-19. What they do is they just demonetize people for saying it. Never mind the fact that it's all over the news. We're surrounded by it every day. There's a briefing from the president and his team about COVID-19 or the China virus or whatever you want to call it. You know, whatever. It's there. It's now part of our lives. It's part of our history now, and we gotta deal with it. You can't hide from it. Well, whatever. Some people are just, we've turned into a nation of pansies, of soft-skinned people, where you got to worry about being politically correct. You got to watch what you say, because you might offend someone or some group or whatever, it's like, really? All right, we're on stack number 3 now. And these packs were really packed by that roller, man. I mean, it smashed them down into the cards. And every one of these cards, this top card here, I'll see if I can get it, but it's got a roller crease right there. Right there. It's got a roller crease right down the center of every card on the end here. Not too bad. You got to really look to find it, but it's there. Are you glad you don't have TV? Yeah, I just watch stuff on YouTube. I hardly watch TV too. I just go on YouTube and check it out. Get all the news you want right there. Dave Parker. I passed on his autograph, a couple months ago. He was at a card show. Ozzie Smith. Mariners. Got Neil Heaton and a Mets team checklist. Along with the Mariners sticker. All right, moving right along. Kurt Schilling. Now, I only say Kurt Schilling because he's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day, I think. And who's hiding behind the Indians sticker? Sticker. a Barry Bonds Pirates team, and a Terry Lee. Not even a rookie card in there. And you know what? We have not found like any Ryan card. We got that just that one Ryan card. Normally I get 5 or 6 Aaron cards out of the high numbers. We're over halfway through and we haven't got but just one. Checklist. Sid Bream. This was a dud pack. Yep. There we go. We got Save Masters. So wait a minute. No, this is not it. So this is not it. I'm thinking about the SP2. The SP2 is a Nolan Ryan one in the high number set. SP1 is Michael Jordan in the low number. Yeah, Ichiro is going to be in the Hall of Fame for sure. First ballot. He's going in on the first ballot. He won't be a unanimous, but he's going in on the first ballot. John Allrood. That's Jay over at, or Alex over at Jay's Mix. He's a big Allrood fan, Blue Jays fan, Toronto fan, Canadian fan, big hockey guy too. All right, and who's behind here? Barry Jones and Carmelo Martinez. What the heck? These packs are duds. We got 5 left on that stack, and then we have 1 stack left. So 14 packs left. Chuck Knobloch, Tom Pagnozzi. Well, there goes our 2, like, rookie cards. I pulled them off the back right away. There was nothing there. Gary Templeton. Hey, we got a George Brett. Finally, kind of something to cheer about, be happy about, focus about. Focus. There we go. George Brett. And that is it. And we got a Jim Neidlinger. Seen him minor leagues. When I was living in Las Vegas, like all the big like AAA teams would come through there and play against, because it was the Pacific Coast League. I guess it's one of the better minor league leagues, the PCL. Got to meet Pedro Martinez, get a lot of his autographs. Jim Thome, get a lot of his autographs. Of course, a lot of the stars. My kids were crazy. My 2 boys were crazy about. We only lived a couple blocks from the stadium, so we would walk there. You know, it only cost a couple bucks to get in, to get your cheap seats and watch the game, be entertained for a couple hours. Larry Anderson and Marty Barrett. Speaking about Las Vegas, he's a Las Vegas, well, was. I don't know if he still lives in Las Vegas, but he is a Las Vegas resident. It doesn't say where they live. It just says their height and weight. So, never mind, and where they were born. But he lived in Las Vegas for the longest time. Probably still does. We got Kurt Gibson right here. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Sorry, didn't even see you come in. No Michael Jordans yet. Boo. I bought like 6 boxes off of eBay. There's a Paul Molitor. Some guy had a sweet deal. I had like 6 boxes for 85 bucks. I'm like, yep, I'm taking it. I'm buying them. And they've been here for a week or so now. So, I've been doing other things, Gerald Hamilton, but I'll tell you what, this second, like these last 2 stacks of cards, I got 2 left. Man, they just are terrible. Like I only got 1 Nolan Ryan insert card so far, and I only have, not counting this pack, 10 packs left, and the box is gone. So there's the bashing years, and a lot of these cards you can get in the high numbers. Like the ones you can't get in here are from 80 or 701 through 800. So you cannot get the Bagwell rookie card in this low number set because it only goes to card number 700. But the high numbers got all 800 cards in the box. There's a Deion Sanders. Focus. There we go. Try to get rid of the glare. Hey, Schmaltz. All right, so now we're getting, like we started out, we had hot packs like this. We were pulling 3 Hall of Famers per pack. It was awesome. And we've been getting like this junk like that, like team cards, and not even rookies or prospects, just regular guys. As Joe would say, jabronis. Just a bunch of jabronis. Forgot he played for the Yankees. Yeah, it's been a long time since I heard that term. So you said it the other day on your channel. I'm like, yeah, you got that right, jabronis. There's our second Robbie Alomar. Like I said, he's got 2 cards in this set. He got traded or whatever, so he's got a card in the update. Dave Parker's got 2 cards in this set. He's got a update card also. I forget for what team. Sandy Alomar. DJ Dozier was a football player, running back for Penn State, but he chose baseball over football career. He may have tried both for a while, but I think he settled on football or settled on baseball, and that was it. Baseball's, you may think numerically you have a better chance of making the team, but you don't. It's still hard as all get out. All right, so this is the last 9 packs, and my first box will be done. Yeah, I get like 5 of each of the other rookie cards. No far. Yeah. But you got enough penicillin out of that 1 pack that you could probably combat the COVID-19 if it ever tried getting in your front door. Just lay that down as a draft dodger by your door, and it won't be able to get past that moldy brick. John Kruk. And, well, at least we got a rookie card this time, even though we got him in the other one. And we got, both those guys came in one of the other packs, but that's all right. At least we got something other than team checklists. Dave Bergman. Who's this? Oscar Azakar. Chris Hoyles. Andres Thomas. Another. Jimmy Kramer's. Never heard of him. Sorry, Jimmy. Doesn't mean you weren't any good. Just means don't know you. And we have an Eric Karros rookie card. Not bad. A Blue Jay sticker. And a John Eriks prospect card. So, White Sox. Get out of here, Pax. You're cramping my style. Oh, hey, we got our second Nolan Ryan card. His 6th no-no. In 1990, I guess. He got his 6th one. That's only our second Ryan insert. The high numbers, like you get 5 or 6. Of the errands. And we got Steve Decker. And we've got prospect of Chris Johnson with the Texas sticker. Hunter says Texas hockey cards in 1980. Keith Hernandez bought illegal cocaine in the bathroom of Three River Stadium in 1980. Then he was with the Cardinals, and it was during the Pittsburgh drug trials. Well, maybe he was trying out a new drug, and that he thought it was a drug trial. You know, not like legal court trial, but you know, that's a term used by pharmaceuticals and stuff like that too. When they do their drug testing, they call them trials. Hey, we got a Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones is a low number. Oh, let's get him off the sticker. So Chipper Jones is number 55. If it'll focus on Chipper's card. So he is number 55 in the low number. And Bagwell is the high number, 755, I believe. Now you can get Chipper in the high number sets as well, but you cannot get the Bagwell in the low number box. So keep that in mind if you're going for Bagwell. You can't get him in the low number sets. Here's our another John Smoltz. So we've got a couple Smoltzies today. If we can get this to focus. Hocus pocus, out of focus. And there he is. So Scott over at Reindeer Studios. There's your boy, Alvaro Espinosa. He shows his face again on my channel. He wasn't even invited. He just shows up. He like knocks on the door, lets himself in, doesn't even wipe his feet or take his shoes off, and just starts walking around the house like uninvited, like the coronavirus or something, you know. We'll have to get some moldy packs of cards and start throwing them around by the front and back door just to keep him out. Jones is $5. That's all right. When I was younger, I used to look at that and say, oh my God, that card is worth like this much. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now it's just like, you know what? I'm not an investor. I'm not trying to ruin the hobby like these outsiders. There's a Sammy Sosa. And I call them outsiders because they're not hobbyists. They're not collectors. They're investors, and they're driving the price of these cards through the roof. And just make it harder for the layperson, you and I, the little guy, the small guy that just wants to continue doing what he was doing since, you know, the age of 10, which was buy cards, open cards, hoping for like his favorite player. Not even the Zion Williams, because back then we wouldn't have even heard of him. We wouldn't have even heard of a guy named Zion Williams because he was a nobody. He didn't prove himself. He wasn't in the league, you know, or the Wander Francos, who still haven't been in the league, or any of these other guys that are, you know, people are gambling on the value of their cards skyrocketing. I mean, I get it. Okay, if that's what you want to do, but you know what? It's forcing some people out of the hobby. There you go. We finally got a second crappy collation. We started out like that in our first pack. Gary Sheffield. And followed with Barry Bonds. I think he's safe because Bip Roberts can't hold on to the ball. And now we got a crappy team checklist. And we've got Todd Van Poppel. So, Van Poppel. The bust. Another guy that got paid millions of dollars and didn't do jack. Along with Brian Taylor for the Yankees. Those two guys got like $1 or $2 million signing bonuses and didn't play. All right. Here we go. We got this pack and 2 left. Larry Walker. That's our second Walker. There it goes. Thank you for focusing, camera. Tom P. Hey, Tom T. How's it going? Have been sitting on a sealed case of 91 Upper Deck foil since 91. Quarantine has been testing you not to rip. You know what? Here's the thing. I've been sitting on some 1972 Topps football. I had 4 packs. I bought for $30 a pack in 1992. And then when I did my, what was it, like a 250 subscriber kind of thing, I celebrated by opening one of them when I got the 250 subscribers. That video is up on my channel, but it's it's like a year old now. I've been sitting on them for since 92. So, and finally I just decided I'm going to celebrate. But I have 3 left. And I have 3 grandkids, so I'm just going to give them to my grandkids, and they can do with what they want because I'll be dead and I won't care. My son, there's Jose Canseco. My youngest son, who's like 33 now, I used to have them collecting cards with me. There's a White Sox team checklist with Pudge Fisk, the original Pudge, not Pudge Rodriguez. He's the original Pudge, Carlton Fisk. And a Jeff Juden. All right, 2 packs left. Anyway, so my youngest son, I said, I did my will up years ago, and I just split it up between my 2 boys because I've got over 2 million cards in my collection, and it's still growing. It's still growing. Like every 2 weeks, it seems like I get thousands and thousands of cards. You just busted on a 85 Topps Celos Sunday. Got a nice pocket rookie card. Need to be strong. Yes. It can be hard unless you have something else to do. Like I've got so many cards that I sort, and I'm not a breaker where I gotta then sort out all the cards and divvy them up to the owners and blah 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 blah. Who's this? Kyle Abbott. But like I said, I buy them in bulk. Like my last purchase was about 28,000 to 30,000 cards. Plus, and that was in one of my last couple videos. Maybe, yeah. I can tune in on that. If I get up, I stay up. I've been out of work, guys, for, I don't know, a month, over a month, because of my surgery. So, and I'm in no hurry to go back, because of this COVID shit. There was one person at my work that had it, or was suspected of having. Hey, I got it. Holy moly. Look at that. It was the last pack. The last pack. Holy cow. That's awesome. The last pack. Woo! Well, there you go, guys. Now I can say, because I can't remember if I pulled one bag in a day or not, but I can say I pulled one now. So, awesome. That's cool. And I don't have any penny sleeves, or I don't have any top loaders. Well, I have one touches. So, but I don't have a penny sleeve. I'm going to unpenny sleeve a card to penny sleeve it up. Wow, what are they? That was like the last pack, guys. No crap. The last pack, and it wasn't even in the back with the two cards that are like the prospect and the rookie cards. It was like in the middle of the pack, and I wasn't even paying attention. I'm going to go back to the video to see who sandwiched him and see if that is the pattern, or if it's just so random that you just don't know where it's going to be. But anywho, that was the last pack, guys. Holy cow. Well, I'm happy now. That was money well spent just to get one of them, for sure. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I have at least one more in my massive collection. I just don't know where it's at. I do have several Michael Jordan cards, baseball cards, but I don't remember seeing that with them. So, I don't know. But holy cow. Just let me know. Eric Jabs is doing 2018 Top Series 2 live stream tomorrow night. Okay. Yeah, Donald goes on. He goes on a lot too. He does a lot of live stuff, for sure. Well, now I got more cards to sort, but so I've been going through. I don't know. Like I said, that I think I just finished up those 30,000 cards today. Let's put this over here. You go there, and let me move my phone. So here's the remnants of some of that, right? I mean, I've been going through these. Let me turn on this light because now we're not worried about the glare so much. Let me get a drink. And every time I'm on, live or something, I get questions like, "Hey, have you pulled any of this? Have you found any of that?" Because usually I like when I do a sorting box. Oh, geez, that's a couple hour video right there, just to do one box. If I do a live, and I've done some box sorting stuff in the past where I did time lapse, so the box will be out here and you just see my hands going like this, and the stacks would build up, and then they'd all be gone, and another box would come out, and that's the way I did it. And the way I sort my cards is by manufacturer. So all the tops, like this is a whole box of scores, there's 3,200. But anyway, so I always get asked if I come across, how many Dave Justice cards have you come across? So now I just did 30,000 cards. And usually it's like, man, I like sometimes I find 10 or 20. Other times I don't find any, or I might find one. So, and I think it's the hobby. Hey, Alex, how's it going? You just missed it. I just pulled that Jordan out of the very last pack, some last pack MOJO. I hear about it. Like people talk about it, but I always thought last pack magic or last pack MOJO was just an urban legend. So now I just went through like 30,000 cards. And this is all of the Dave Justice cards that I've pulled out of 30,000. I didn't count them up, see how many cards are here, how many, like there's 100 or 150. But, and then like, so these are like the standard ones, but then they got a bunch of these little oddball ones. Like this is made by RBI, and they got little, Dave was 1990 National League Rookie of the Year, and it's got a little thing down here that says, oh, you can get an autograph if you've ever run into Dave. Here's one that's called Sports Legends, right? And it's got some little blurbs, and it's 1991 Legends Sports Memorabilia. All right. This is a lot of Justice. Like I said, I went through that last bunch of boxes that I found. So here's another one. This is 92. Photo by Dan Arnold. Copyright 1992. Sports Card News. So here's another, like one of those oddball ones. Here's an RBI one. Is that the same? No. See, this is a different one from RBI. I don't know if I got cut off, but it doesn't even have a year on this one. So could be 92. Then you got these post serial ones, right? I'm assuming it's post serial because. And then this one, I've never seen this card before, like Atlanta Braves, Dave Justice. And then here's this one here. And this is from Stars, apparently. There's like nothing on the front. It's just Dave Justice. And of course, then there's these classic card game, these card game, the board game. And then, I forget who was doing, but I found a collector book. And I've seen them around at the flea markets and stuff. But it's a collector book. But someone just did a whole thing and had a giveaway on their collector books. But yeah, so now I kind of segregated all the Justice cards out. I think it was the hobbyist who asks all the time, any Justice. Someone always asks, any Justice cards, any Justice cards. Well, I've been stockpiling them all for when I go on my live. Plus, I'm also trying to see, because in order to be a super collector, you have to have like 125 different cards of the player. I'll put old Michael right there because we want Michael to stand out, because that's the money shot right there. And I don't have a stand. Here we go. I'll just use my phone stand. Does that help? There you go. Phone stand. You're out of here, phone. We don't need you. We'll just stick you in a card box. Now I'll lay you here and we'll read you. So anyway, guys, I've got like nothing else for you. I mean, I also segregated out Nomar Garcia Parra cards, just to see how many, because I had like a big stack of them. Like there was a stack like this thick, and I'm like, oh, look, it's Nomar. How many more Nomars do I have? And I got a big stack of those, and I got big stacks of like a bunch of guys. Like I said, I segregate out all the Hall of Famers, like I just did, and then I also pick out what I call the fan favorites, the Dave Parkers of the world, guys like that who Kurt Schillings, the guys who are now eligible for the Hall but haven't quite made it yet. And then of course I've been segregating out the bad omens for John Jabs, the Eric Plunks, the Swindells, the Sabos, but I don't have have all the Sabos. I don't have them all segregated. They're just kind of they're lumped up like like I put those guys. They're in like these, 800 count boxes that I've been filling up slowly with those type of guys, those fan favorites. Like I got that one filled up. I filled this one up with what I call the fan favorites, and I also sorting through looking for. Oh, there goes Michael. Sorting for error cards as well. I'm putting a binder together for error cards, and then I'll have something material to do a video on for hey guys, check out these errors. Have you ever seen these before? Were you aware of this? And like I said, I'm learning every day from watching other people's YouTube videos about error cards. Like I said, I never knew about the Billy Ripken, F face saw cut card until I was watching John Jab's The Past is Alive, and he was talking about it on there, and I'm like, oh crap! I just like not this batch, but the batch before this when I bought like I don't know 80, 90, 100,000 cards, whatever it was. And I'm like, man, I think I came across like 3 of them. I saw them because it stuck out in my mind because they put a big gash right through the center of the card here. And I'm like, who the hell would do that? Why would you do that? You just ruined the card. And I don't know if I threw them away or what because I toss cards if they're bad. Give you an idea of some of the cards I toss. Like I tossed this one here, this Brian McRae, because it got some kind of spooge on it there. It's like mold or something there, Joe. And this one here, this card was wet or something. I mean, it's got like funky stuff growing on the edges too, like mold. So old Dave Clark got the old heave ho too, you know. So I mean, those saw cut cards, they were just cut. They were the equivalent of just being ripped. And I'm like, now what do I do? You know. Um, so I don't know if I tossed them or what I did. Who collects Bonds and McGuire? Oh, the steroid players? Let's see. What do I do about them? They just go because so many people are in love with those guys. They just kind of go in what I call the fan favorites. Palmero has not made it into the fan favorite box. But I mean, it's hard to go against guys who are like the Canseco. There's a lot of Canseco fans out there. There's a lot of McGuire fans out there, so I put them in the fan favorite box. But to me, I'm older than most of you guys, and I just don't feel those guys should go in the Hall of Fame. But unfortunately, we live in a society where people have short memories, or they weren't even born then. They were little kids. They had no idea, and they kind of still just see him as well. I just love that guy. I love that guy. And when you do that's their hero. I had heroes like Mickey Mantle. You know, um, older guys. You know, so but it's all good. Mickey Mantle had his faults too. You know, um, Babe Ruth. Though Babe Ruth used to get high on hot dogs and beer. You know what I mean? Like, and of course now the guy's going to tell me about the greenies and all this stuff. I've heard about the greenies from other people. They used to take like speed or whatever. The Mantles and those guys like that. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I I cannot confirm or deny those accusations. But it's known fact that these other guys, the McGuires, the Cansecos, the Palmeras of the world, the Bonzes, they did cheat, with steroids and stuff, PEDs. Um, just like the Astros cheating with garbage cans. It's the same. I think those guys should forfeit their title, and let's not dig that up again, right? I mean, I hope it gets dug up when baseball starts back up, because I don't want those guys to be comfortable at all in the batter's box. They cheated their fellow union members. They cheated the fans. They cheated charities out of money, because um, say they never went to the World Series, and say the Yankees went there and played the Dodgers, and whoever won, the Dodgers or the Yankees, doesn't matter who wins, but those guys take that money and they donate it to their favorite charities. Well, now, because they didn't make it, or because the Astros were cheating at the home games or whatever, giving them an unfair advantage, that they won. And whoever didn't win didn't get the money, or as much money. You know what I'm saying? Or the Yankees didn't make it at all, so they didn't even get a chance to get a slice of it. That charity didn't get it. Now, maybe Bregman donated to his charity too, but I don't know that. You don't know that. But you're stealing money out of the mouths of your fellow union buddies. You're just, I don't know. But anyway, that's just me, and that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, though. You're a Rogers Hornsby and Bruce Sutter, Ozzie Smith, Mark McGuire fan. Rogers Hornsby, yeah, that's a good one there. Bruce Sutter is overlooked, but he was the top reliever of his time. Um, you know, I'm glad he made it in before. Actually, Lee Smith should have made it in before Mariano, before Dennis Eckersley, because Lee Smith had the record. Before Lee Smith was for the Padres. But anyway, um, you know, there are other guys that were the closers that had all the records before Mariano came by and dethroned them all with 601 or whatever he has. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Hoffman, thank you. Yes, Hoffman had the record before Rivera. Smith had the record before Hoffman. Suter had the record before Smith. You know what I'm saying? And Eckersley was thrown in there somewhere. Yes, Trevor Hoffman is. I find Trevor Hoffman's and I pull them out and put them in my Hall of Fame player box, which is actually, it's growing. Um, this is my. Sorry about shaking the camera if it shook. This is my second box of Hall of Famers that out of these 30,000 cards that I put together. So let's get rid of these guys. Put them right there carefully, because we try to be good stewards of the hobby and not destroy cards. There we go. We'll move Michael off the set now. But this is just one. Now it's not full, but it's it's like 3,000 cards, and it's all what I call my Hall of Famers that I pulled out of these 30,000 card lot that I just bought. And so on, and they just go. And I have this one here because Ricky Henderson's right there. I have another one that I put in the fan favorites for Don Mattingly. So, there's one there for Mattingly. There's one there for Henderson. This one here, it's just Dave Winfield. But when they're dual players on a card, if they're both Hall of Famers, then I'll put one in each stack, or if I have one. But I mean, a lot of times I get more than one. I mean, Mike Piazza. This is like a sports flick thing. Pretty cool. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I blew through. Normally I take my time and I go through these boxes, and but I blew through these. I'm done with them already, and I've worked on them probably 10 days, and I'm finished up. And I actually went back through them to make sure I got every Dave Justice card out, and I have them segregated, the Justice cards. And I didn't get all the no Mars. There's still, I didn't go through all the boxes. Plus, then I went back and I started looking through for error cards that kind of got refreshed in my memory. Yeah, I'll show you guys something. That's all right. Since you're all here, you're all hanging out. All right, so I've been working on putting this, and guys, I only have 2 binders because I don't like sleeving the cards. So I'm trying to put it together. This is like an error binder, and if you guys saw this one here earlier, this is my Condon collection that I'm gonna try to put together. Only by what I buy on bulk lots. That's it. I'm not gonna go out and buy boxes of these cards just to fill the set. I'm gonna see if I can do it from everything that I just buy bulk. So anyway, so I'm gonna have to kill that light. And this is a work in progress, by the way. So as you can see, here's the Keith Comstock error card, and it's got the blue and the white. These were just picked up in this last 30,000 card lot that I bought. These were in there. I'm like, cool. I don't have to go looking through my stuff. Let me get caught up on the chat here. Stan Musial cards out because my grandpa and my great grandpa liked also the Gas House Gang, with it includes Dizzy Dean. So, and of course these, the camera's kind of far away, but these here have errors associated with them that I haven't found here yet. I have them. I found them in other bulk lots that I bought. Basically, there's little black boxes here with the verbiage that's on the back of the card, the title right here, like most home runs, switch hitter, most combined, wins, brothers or whatever their thing is. I don't know if I can get this camera any higher, but we'll let it like that. So then for this one here, this Ray Knight has a reverse negative associated with it. All right. This is the reverse negative. He's not left-handed. He's right-handed. So this is the error card. I got to find the corrected card to go in the sleeve next to it. This Jeff Treadway has a printing type thing, like a laser mark. It's like they call it like a bullseye, a target. It's a circle with a T in the center of it that sits right at the point of his hat. This is the corrected one. It's not the error. We talked about this one earlier. This is the corrected version of the 89 Upper Deck reverse negative of Dale Murphy. This is the error card for Al Leiter. This is the corrected one. This is the error, but they both have Al Leiter on it, front and back. It's all Al Leiter stuff, front and back, but it has this guy, his picture on there. Okay, this one says Mike Heath on the front. But on the back, this is the error one, and it says Tom Brookins. Hard to see. Let me pull the sleeve out. That's better than lifting the whole book. So, as you can see, it says Mike Heath on the front. Now I'm going to flip it over. Mike Heath on the back. Here's Mike Heath on the front here. I flip this one over, and it says Tom Brookins. So this is the corrected one. This is what the error one is. Now, here's the Tom Brookins card. Front, back says Tom Brookins. A little hard to see there, but... And then this is Tom Brookins. But on the back, it says Mike Heath. They're like 2 or 3 cards apart in the set. So here's 132 and card 130. A little hard to see because of the thing. But that's that error card that goes with that. Let's see, what else did I come across? Oh, I just came across these today. I knew about them, but I didn't find the other one until today. So this is Brian Downing's Diamond King card. But as you can see, it's got even the Diamond King has a reverse negative. And one he's batting left-handed, the other one he's batting right-handed. And they're kind of looking in towards each other. Backs are the same. Just the fronts are different. For some reason, they got printed up wrong. This Harold Baines, see that black line through the star? Not supposed to be there. So this is a dual error card. That's supposed to look like that with the star over top of the line. But all of these ones with the yellow stars have errors associated with them. I'm sorry, I was just kind of reading through the chat. So this Harold Baines, like I said, all these have the star have an error. So they're supposed to stay right here, All-Star Game Performance. They're all supposed to say that. But now when we flip them over, what do they say? Recent Major League Performance. So that's the error. And the double error is because that's not supposed to be there. There's another one that has, I forget who it is, has the black line through his name on top, through the first letter in his name. I forget who that is. So every one of those, and I don't know, there's 20 or 30 of those cards, they all have that error. You just got to look for them on your cards to see if you have the error or the corrected version. So every one, like Benito Santiago. Okay, again, same thing. And his says, oops, recent Major League Performance. Right there, instead of All-Star Game, so say All-Star Game. So then there's going to be Tony Gwynn's going to have one, Rick Russell's going to have one, you know what I'm saying? So every one of those cards, Bo Jackson has one, if you guys that are Bo Jackson fans. So I have the correct, no, this is the error. I have two errors, but not the corrected version. So I'm looking for the corrected version. And again, I'm just going through the stuff this is stuff that came out of this 30,000 card lot that I bought. Again, all these guys will have that same error. I'm not going to go through every one of them, but you can see Cal Ripken, Wade Boggs, Eric Davis, they're all going to have an error card in this year. What is this, like 1990 Donruss? Terry Steinbach, Ozzie Smith, Kirby Puckett. You can put a whole set of errors together on those all-star cards. Now I haven't found it yet, and I don't know if I will, because then I got to go back through like 30,000 cards to look for this Juan Gonzalez reverse negative. I have it. I have several of them in my PC somewhere, but so far I just found the right one, where he's batting right-handed instead of left-handed. So the error would be him batting left-handed. Reverse negative. Here's a goodie. This one here is a nice one. This, and I found half of these out of this set, like 3 of them, and the 4th one was out of the bulk lot before this. So this is 91 Upper Deck. You can get these guys. See, it has the date right here. Lou Brock, Ricky Henderson. And the error card has no date. No date on the top of the base. So I happen to have 2 of them right here. Also, I happen to find one of these, but it's the corrected. His hand's not outside the border. So I'm looking for the hand outside the border. This one here has the wrong name, wrong picture, whatever. Wrong picture on the card. There's what Alex Cole looks like. It's hard to see, but that's Alex Cole. Look at them big-ass glasses and shit. That's not Alex Cole. That's like Donnell Nixon or something like that. So that's an error card. This one here is in here just because of foil stamping for the Fleer Ultra. Didn't make it. It just got embossed. There's no foil. Like down there, you can see the foil, the reflection from the foil up there. Nothing. It just got embossed. So it's not a big time error. It's just a printing thing. But still, on these here, again, these are 91. You can get these out of the boxes that we just opened up. So on one of these, and I don't remember which one, but you see where it has his position down there, designated hitter, DH. On the error card, it's not in there. Now, I'm not sure if it's the low number or the high number, but one of these cards has the DH missing. So I only found the corrected ones. And then these are just extra ones that I've found in these lots too as I go by. And then I came across this little Dave Justice mini card. Is that like 92 Donruss? So it's just like it came in Cracker Jacks or something like that. It's card number 3 of 36, Series 2. So it's like a Cracker Jacks thing, I guess. Yeah, because there's a Cracker Jack kid. So it came in Cracker Jacks back in the day. Not an error or anything like that. And then I said, well, while you're at it, you know what? You might as well start. I saw someone else talk about promo cards on their thing, and I'm like, I've got promo cards I've been building up. And these are ones I just found these in this last 30,000 card lot. So here's a Bo Jackson sample standing next to the Blue Angels FA18. Pretty cool. This is a Michael Tucker, and it says sample across there. And this is a Derek Bell sample. And then this is a little bit harder to see, but Gary Sheffield, and it says promotional sample across there. So promo cards. And this says on the back too. Look at that. See, on the back there too. So that's side projects that I've been working on, trying to put stuff together. And then once I get where I feel like, man, I think I've got just about everything that I can get, then I'll have this binder, and I'll be able to share a full completed binder with everyone. But that's just a quick preview for those of you who have never seen these cards. Now you got a quick sample of them, especially this Comstock. And I do have the Comstock card where he's getting hit in the nuts with the baseball. I have that. But what people don't know about that is that was only issued at the stadiums. That was like a team set thing. Very hard that I know of. The only one, that's the one I have. Unless he made another one, the one I have, and it's buried. It's buried within this mountain of cards here. And I kid you not, it's a mountain for those guys who are still here and who have never seen my mountain. And this is only 50% of it. Let's spin this up. And that's the mountain. That's my TV, my monitor. Oh, the camera's not turning, but there we go. So that's my mountain. And you see my little jerry rig here. Boxes of cards stacked up. Running the pole out. And then over my head, there's more. Now this stuff back here is mostly Like if the box is brown, it's got football, hockey, basketball in, but some of those will have it in too, football and basketball. But most of it's baseball and stuff. I got stuff everywhere, guys. My wife is very patient with me. It's not hoarding if it's organized. That's my motto. And I'm doing my best to keep it organized. So I don't get. My son said, my youngest son, again, he's in his mid-30s, says, Dad, I'm worried about you. I'm afraid, we're going to come home one day and we're going to find you buried under boxes of cards. I'm like, don't worry about that. It's all good. I got walkways and stuff like that. That's only like 50% of it, guys. I've got stuff downstairs in the dining room that we've never used. When we moved into this house like 20 years ago, we never set up the dining room. My wife put a treadmill in there, a, like a pantry in there, because the pantry that we had in the house wasn't big enough. And that was like her workout room. And I just she stopped working out, and I just piled all the cards up in the center, boxed all the way to the ceiling fan. I have them in the hallway out here, up against the wall. And for the most part, like 50% of my things are like 5,000 count boxes. I'm working on getting these out of 5,000 count boxes, or out of the 3,200 count boxes and in the 5,000 counters. So everything is even more organized. I print up my own labels for the boxes so I know what's in the boxes. Yeah, so it's a work in progress. Yeah, I mean, I could have cats or dead cats. I could be hoarding cats, right? You know. Um. So, anywho, we're gonna let this on the screen for everyone to see. We did it. We pulled it. We got the Michael. Hurrah! And Joe, maybe next time I'll dig up my coins for you if you're still here. I got this the other day, guys. I haven't gotten around to opening these up. But I'll get to opening them up too. So that's time for another. That'll be another video. That was like 37 bucks for all that. Down at my local Target like a week ago, I went down there and ran in and ran out. All right, let me just get rid of the notices here. All right, you out of here, Alex? Have a good one. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. Still working on trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can do some live stuff for you guys, like at the flea markets and stuff. If we ever get out of quarantine this year, I really want to get back into doing my flea market stuff for you and actually be able to go live. But I just can't get over that hump. I don't know what I got to do. I know some of you guys had the same issues. Like, I don't know what we got to do. Like only the big breakers get all the guys subbing to them for whatever reason. But I would really love to go and just fire up the old phone live and say, hey guys, this is how I do it. This is how I'm going to haggle this guy down. This is what he's got. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. Plus, I could collaborate with some guys like, hey, he's got this. I know you collect that. You want me to pick it up? Like I tell John Jabs all the time that he needs to come out here into Jersey. I know he's all out there in Pittsburgh, but the flea markets I go to, there's so many toys. Am I a Phillies fan? No, Rob, I am not. However, I do live 30. Yeah, no, but I tried out for that job. They posted that 2 years ago now. When Kapler first took over, I guess. Maybe it's 3 years now. I don't know. When Kapler first took over, He put it out on the team's Facebook page, and my youngest son pointed it out to me because you had to be left-handed. They wanted a left-handed batting practice pitcher. So I'm like, hell, why not? I work right down the road. I'm literally 5 miles from the stadium where I work. So it's nothing for me to be at work and then say, oh, they got a day game. Hey guys, I gotta leave early because I gotta go throw batting practice. See ya. And my boss is a huge Phillies fan, and he collects baseball cards. My he doesn't collect cards like we do. He collects them just to do TTMs with them. Like he does no crap, 10 to 20 TTMs a day where he's sending cards out. Um, for his Christmas gift this year, both of my bosses. So I have immediate level boss, and then I have a boss above him, and I'm really good friends with both of them because you got to be that way sometimes, right? If you want some time off of work, whatever, you got to schmooze the boss. You got to pay the vig. So I usually we get them a gift card or something like that. And my immediate level boss, he likes to drink, so we used to get him, like everybody would pitch in and buy him a bottle of Crown Royal, whatever he drinks, and then the rest of the money would be thrown into a gift card. Well, this past Christmas, instead of doing that, I went out on my own. I met up a guy in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and he was selling complete sets out of his garage, 1984 tops, hand collated, but with the Mattingly rookie card. So I bought two sets off of this guy for $12 a set. I bought other sets off of him too because I wasn't going to pass on that sweet deal. So I ended up getting like five or six sets off of him at $12 a set. And then what I did was for their Christmas presents this past year, I gave them each a set. What's my boss do? Says, "Oh, good," and he immediately started sending them out to get them TTM'd. He's got like 9,000 individual autographs in his collection. He's got, I don't know, like 15,000 cards signed altogether between cards and index cards and baseball cards and stuff like that. He's got 9,000 individual baseball cards signed by different players. Or it could be like Michael Jordan signed 5 different cards for him, but they're all different cards. He's got 9,000. I look at my collection, I got like 900 autograph cards. So that's TTM stuff. Stuff I get in packs like this. Matter of fact, I got a couple, like when I did that 170,000 card lot, there were some autograph cards in there. It was like close to 20 or 30 autograph cards in there. It looked like TTM stuff. I took them in and had my boss look at them, and he's like, "Nah, they're not real." He's pretty good at it. He's been doing it, a long time, so he can spot fake signatures pretty good. So I took them in and gave them to him. I said, "Hey, what do you think about these? And take whichever ones you want, because whatever, I want to help you complete some of your collection," because he likes to do the complete sets, whichever guys are still living. And he looked at him. He says, "They're all fake, and they look like they're all signed by the same guy." And I look at him like, "Yeah, you're right. Looks like the same guy signed them all. I don't know why someone would have done that. I mean, they took the time to do cursive, all that stuff, but it looked like it was the same color ink. And it wasn't Sharpie. It was all pens." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." So what I did was I played a joke on my first level boss, and I gave him to him. I said, "Hey, here you go. Here's something. I don't want them. You can have them." I said, "Why don't you take them over and show them to his boss, which is the guy who told me they were all fake. So why don't you go show them to him and see if he wants any of them?" Trying to set him up to, like, you know, but he never did. He just fucking took them. I don't know. He probably threw them away. I don't know. But yeah, good times. And for those guys that are just tuning in late, we did pull it. The last pack in the middle of the last pack, it's there. So if you scroll back right towards towards the end of this video, which is probably a half hour ago now, you might get it. You might see it. But that's about it, guys. I don't know what else you want to chit chat about. I'm all game for chit chatting, talking baseball cards, whatever. Um, but so let me go back, digress a little bit here. So some of you guys who are struggling to get your channels up and growing, I feel your pain too. One of the guys just quit. God, I forget his. I'm terrible at names, guys. Um, like Jay's Mix, I call him Jay. I'm like, no, that's Alex. He changed his name. It was Alex. He changed it to Jay. But anyway, one of the guys who had a channel just quit. I saw his video today, so I left a huge paragraph on his comments about, and he just had his giveaway. He's the guy who gave away that 3D printer Mickey Mantle card, right? For getting like 500 subs or whatever he was at. He said he's done. He quit because financially, monetarily, it's too expensive. It's too much. You gotta take care of your family first, and I understand that. Trust me. Um, and I agree with him. I agree 100% that it's getting too expensive, and it goes all the way back to what I said earlier about these investors. And I'm talking like the professional athletes, these rich guys that are getting into our hobby and buying up these cards, driving the prices up for their personal gain. Like, you don't have enough money already, dude. Why do you need to get into our thing? This is our thing, you know. You go play your basketball, you make your millions of dollars, whatever. But leave this is just a little thing for us. This is all we have. This is it, you know. This is how we live vicariously through our sport by collecting baseball cards and dreaming like we did as kids, dreaming one day, oh, it'd be great to be like Mike, you know. Never happened for us. And these guys, it happens for them, and then they're jumping into our business, so to speak, you know, dabbling in our realm only for a monetary profit. And what's that, Gary V? He's the guy that kind of gets them all hyped up about it. Yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos too. Anyway, don't get me wrong. I'm not bitter. I'm not a bitter guy. It is what it is. I just look at it this way. I get into the game too late. That's it. I got here too late, into the YouTube realm of collecting. I've been collecting since 1972, full time as a kid. I started before that, and I've told this story before on my channel, that I have um, 4 older brothers, and they kind of got me going. Well, 3 of them did. My oldest one was never into sports at all. So we would go out and earn money, either cutting grass, shoveling snow, whatever it took, earning money, and then we would take that money and run down to the for us it was either like the little corner store, or the newspaper stand always had the baseball cards, and then there was the 5 and dime, right? Um, so we had we didn't have like a card shop back then. You had to buy your stuff from like the newspaper guy, the grocery store, the grocery guy. He had them always sitting on his counter, or the little department store, which was the 5 and 10, the 5 and dime, whatever you want to call it. And that's how I got all mine stuff. That's how I got started with my brothers. And as I got older, and they got older, and they're older than me, they kind of fell out of it, and I ended up just buying their little collections. And they may have only had 5 or 10,000 cards, but I bought their collections off of them and just kind of made them part of mine. And it just kept growing. And the only time I stopped was during the bad times, where the junk wax era hit. 2 things. 1981, I joined the Air Force, and I was out of the country for 3 years. I was in Germany. So that kind of like, cut it off right there. Number one, newly married, so my money had to go elsewhere, and I'm living in a foreign country, making like dog crap for pay, and then coming back, I just I had a family. I had my first baby was born, so I had to focus on all that first, and it took a while before I got back into it. Now here and there, I buy packs here and there at the store, or my son, who are now grown, would buy me like a factory set for Christmas or something like that. But so sometime maybe 2017-ish, I started back into it again. And at that point, I only had like under 700,000 cards in my collection. And since then, within the last 2 years anyway, it's grown to over 2 million. So, and it's going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing. And it's just it. I'm going to keep buying these bulk lots. It's cheaper, and as long as you have some kind of goal in mind, like I do have goals in mind, um, and it's just now following through on those goals. But I have to wait till I'm retired so I can focus on it full time. My next um, um, chapter in my life, you know, when I'm retired, I don't have to go to work every day, and I can sit at home and collect. And I really like the idea of that repacked wax. Like, that guy's got something going on, but you got to have investment capital to go out and buy these older collections, which are not cheap. Trust me, I've looked at them, and guys, people think they've got, they're sitting on top of Fort Knox, like these cards are gold bricks to them, when they're not. They're not, but they don't understand it, and you don't want them to feel bad about it. At the same time, you don't want to overpay, and you kind of got to break the news to them gently that no, what you have here is a bunch of junk wax, and that's actually what they call it. It's just junk, massively overproduced, you know, um, and not by millions, by like a billion, So no, I'm not going to give you $300 for that box of cards because it's not worth it. One example, I was at the flea market last year, and this guy had a 5,000 count box sitting there, right? Bunch of cards, and I started leafing through it, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, well, there's a bunch of Score, there's a bunch of Dunruss. Yeah, it's all junk wax stuff. Really not. And I'm like, well, how much for the box? He goes, $20. I'm like, $20? Thinking to myself, I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want to insult the guy. You still want to be kind of nice to these people. They're out there at a flea market. They're trying to make a buck too. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be at the flea market selling if they kind of didn't need money. So I kind of just explained to him. I said, listen, I told him what he had, and being perfectly honest with you, it's not worth $20. But because I like you, and he said, well, how much you pay for it? And I'm thinking, like, listen, it's 5,000 count box. The going rate is like, you know, $5 for a 5,000 count box. But I ended up giving him $10 for it. And then I didn't have any way to carry it around. Now I got this huge if you guys ever carried a 5,000 count box of cards, you're not going to get far with it. Paper is heavy. So I ended up having to walk it out to my car. And since then, if you've seen my video on prepping for the flea market prep, where I got the little cart, the little like basket that I wheel around, my backpack with my CamelBak inside with water, and how to really prep a hat to keep the sun off you so you're comfortable, you're not rushed, you can take your time checking out all the booths, all the guys' cards. And I'm fortunate that this one place I go up in Columbus, New Jersey, is a fairly big flea market, and the best day to go there is Sunday. And there's always people that are selling cards, whether it's new stuff or it's old stuff. And I like to hit up the people with the older stuff first. And yeah, and I've gotten binders that way of older cards, off of people. Probably my only one regret there was last year. Had the opportunity to buy a Tom Seaver certified autograph card, like from Topps, and the guy wanted $80. Well, at first it was like $100, and I said, "Well, seriously, what's your bottom line?" He goes, "All right." He's like, "I'll take 80, but I can't go any lower than that." And I'm thinking, "Guy, you probably paid $10 for this." But I had to choose then between the Tom Seaver for $80. I only had like $82 on me, or this massive amount of cards from the 70s and stuff like that, and the binders and stuff like that. So I went with the binders full of 70s cards and stuff like that. And when I went back the next week, the Tom Seaver was sold because I was going to scuff it up the next week, and it wasn't there. But that happens. So let's check the chat, see what's going on in the chat. Repacked wax is very nice. Yes, they are. I went out. I checked out his YouTube videos that he had on how the process was. Pretty neat, pretty cool. And he's got it going on, but he wasn't prepared. He went into business and he didn't have enough stock, enough inventory, let's call it. Right? Gotta have inventory because now he's losing sales. And there's someone else out there that does kind of the same similar thing as him, except they throw in like an autograph or something too. So, and I noticed, I think his price went up like $10 a box since the Past is Alive box break. I thought I went on there first, it was $85, and now it's like $95 for a box. So, and he doesn't have it. I haven't been there in a while because he was out. His inventory was out. I don't know. I know John talked about it tonight, and John said he thought he had inventory, but he wasn't sure either. So, but yet he gives credit to John for really kickstarting his business to the point where he sold out and hasn't been able to restock. And I understand because buying these older cards from the 50s and stuff, if you're trying to buy collections, that's going to cost you money. That's going to cost some pretty big bucks. So you gotta make sure you have the inventory. I have plenty of inventory. I just don't have cards like from the 50s and stuff like that, like tons of them. I have thousands of them, but I don't have tons of them. Like I don't have 100,000 of them. 100,000, I'd feel comfortable. I don't have that. I've got thousands. Maybe 50,000, if that. And that's all in those boxes that I showed you guys earlier, up against the wall there. And I haven't seen them in I don't know how long, a year, since I moved them into this room because they were up in the attic. And the attic is one of the worst places. Attics and basements, if they're not climate controlled, forget about it. I lost a lot of the cards due to bricking because they like, the heat in the attic really builds up high. And then you get that whole bricking thing going on. I also spent, last year, I invested $4,000 into what I thought was going to be my business. But I didn't follow through. I didn't get it off the ground. So I paid off that $4,000, that little loan that I took out, paid that off. And now I'm sitting on like a bunch of these packs of cards. I was going to do a whole, like 200 cards, but then the price of shipping went up, and it varies from wherever you're going to send it, and then I'm talking like, who's really going to pay $25 for 200 cards, So you have to have the price and everything has to be just right. And I don't think it's right. I don't think people are going to pay $25 for random cards. Like, my newest pack is from 1999. So I don't have anything from the 2000s. And my oldest ones are from 80, the 80s, the junk wax era. 1980, mid 80s, if that, even later than that. So I did send a box to Eric to preview on his channel. That was a while ago, and he liked it. He's but the price range, yeah, he actually guessed the price range right. It's going to cost around $25, and I was even going to throw in. I mean, I I bought some autographed cards that you see out and about. I got TTM cards that I was going to throw in like every sale. Like you get a for the first 200 anyway. For the first 200 sales, you're going to get a free autograph in each box. Nobody special. There's no guarantees. It goes from TTM, to one of these certified ones from Tops or whatever. No big names. I can't compete with the guys that are guaranteed, a Hall of Famer. I can't compete with that. So that kind of like, once I seen all these other people coming out with these boxes, I'm like, kind of shot it down. I didn't want to go any further with it and invest any more money into it. So then I looked at it, I see the repack wax, and I'm like, that is a good gig right there. Now you can sell packs, individual packs, but the cost related to that is you got to buy the wax. You got to have that printed up. What did that cost him to have his wrappers printed up? I get the whole ironing thing. That's nothing. But he's got to put the dividers in there to keep his cards safe from the wax. He had to pay for the wrappers, and he had to buy the collections. I don't know what that's going to cost, but I know it's probably not going to be cheap. And that's something for after I retire, when I have more time to devote to that. Where he's a young guy. I don't know if you guys seen his video. He's a young guy. He's still working a regular job. That's kind of a side job for him. So, he's got to deal with it too. And he ran out of inventory really quick. So, I mean, good for him. His product, he's got a hot product, but you got to strike when the iron's hot. Anyway, guys, I see people popping into the stream. I don't know what else you guys want to see, want to do. We did pull down the very last pack. Like I said earlier, I thought it was just, hey, Kendall Brown, how's it going? The very last pack, in the center of the pack, I mean, like I said, I just thought like last pack MOJO and all this stuff was just an urban legend. I've never seen it happen. And bam, there it was right there. Or boom. But like bam, because boom is too close to boom slang. So bam. But I do have a lot of stuff to go through. If you guys check any of my older videos, you can see like what I do, what my collection kind of consists of. I do factory sets. If someone has them and they're a good price, I buy up factory sets, and I'm just going to sit on them. I sit on them, and I've set hundreds of packs aside for my grandkids. I had big ideas for the channel, but the channel kind of stagnated. It kind of just planed out, like I'm stuck right where I am. I can't get over this hump that I'm at right now. So can't give away 750 subscriber giveaway because I haven't gotten that. I was there for like five subscribers and then they were gone like that. So I can't give away my 1,000 subscriber giveaway because I'm not even close to that now. I would hope to have been there by now, but I'm not. And it is what it is. I understand. I don't have what people want to see. That's cool. Hey, NASCAR, how's it going? So, let's see. She insisted I rent. A lady from my church bought a box of chunk wax for $25 in an auction. She wanted me to look through them, and they all looked like they got washed. Yeah, I've gotten stuff like that too, guys. I mean, so let's look at it this way. We never, we meaning guys like me, guys who started out like in the 70s, we didn't have all these fancy top loaders. We didn't have all these fancy penny sleeves. We had shoe boxes. That was it. You took the shoebox, you put it under your bed, or you put it in your closet or whatever. That was it. We had no top loaders. We had no one touches. I wish I could find in this mess here. Some of the screw downs that I had, for cards and stuff like that. I did at one of the last card shows I went to. I bought some one touches. There we go. The camera's probably gonna shake. Oh, because I got to go under the wire. Because I got everything jerry rigged. That wasn't too bad. Let's hope it stays. It might move again. So, and this is my second time actually looking in here, guys. I picked this up for $5 at one of the last card shows I went to last year, towards the end of last year, when I got the Pete Rose autograph. I'm gonna move you there, Michael. Sorry, Mike. Like I said, I've been sorting through these cards for the last 10 days. Finally got through all 30,000 of them. So I bought this for like $5 at the last card show, and it's full of like these top loaders that the guy used for dividers on whatever in his boxes. And I bought another box that had one touches in too, but I think I paid like $8 for the one touches, and I don't even know where I put that. But oops. So this is my first time actually looking inside of here. So this was from the card show, and the other one I bought at the flea market was a box of one touches, which came in all different thicknesses. And to me, like those, even like the top loaders that now come in different thicknesses because of the thicknesses of the cards are different. I don't even know how you tell what's what, guys. Like I've seen things like there's like, what are the point system? Like I don't get it. Like 180 or I don't understand. I don't know how you gauge the thicknesses of the card that what kind of how big of a top loader or one touch you need for it. I got these just in case I needed them for whatever, shipping, protecting cards, for shipping to people or sending to people. I can kind of painters tape them into these, and they'll be semi-protected for $5. Again, it was just going to be an investment in the business that I thought I was going to do, but never really took off. It's all good. It just means I have more product to open up on my channel. There are so many packs though that I could open up. And someone was in here earlier talking about, because of being hunkered down, they're tempted to open up some older, like early 80s type packs of cards. And like, well, you have to have some willpower, or yeah, you're gonna end up opening them up. And what's it gonna hurt? I mean, that's why we bought them, right? Is to open them up eventually. I need your help with something then. So anyway, so what's everyone else up to? How's everyone coping with this virus, this COVID-19? Everyone's staying safe, I hope, staying inside, practicing social distancing, a new phrase for our times. It's funny when before this all happened, the neighborhood kids, you wouldn't see them outside. They'd all be like inside playing or whatever. And now that we're supposed to be hunkered down, I don't know if the parents are chasing them outside, but man, they're like all running around my neighborhood. I'm like, aren't you kids supposed to be in class? Like, aren't your parents supposed to be schooling you right now? Not outside running around, making all kinds of racket and playing with each other. You're not even supposed to be playing with the neighbor kid. what's your parents doing right now? You know, like who's supervising you? But yes, it is what it is. You can't get them out of the house when you want them out, and then you can't get them to stay in when you want them to stay in. Thank goodness, all you say is, thank goodness my kids are all grown up, and I don't have to deal with them that much as kids. I have to deal with them as adults, but I've been lucky. Kids have all been good. My work did shut down for 2 weeks, though, because of COVID-19. Yeah, shut down for 2 weeks, and they paid everyone their full salary for 2 weeks too, which is not really nice for them. But I think they only did that because the government's guaranteeing, the loan that they get from the government, it's going to end up be forgiven. So I think they did it only because they know that they're going to get reimbursed for it. That's my take on it. I work for a pretty big company. You guys probably know. You've probably heard of them before. It's Boeing, the aircraft manufacturer, and I build helicopters. I don't build the airplanes. I build helicopters for the U.S. Army and/or foreign governments, whoever wants to buy them. India, England. We sold a lot to the United Kingdom. There's Michael making his final appearance on the Boomsline show. And let's see. Camera's going to shake a little bit. I want to sit down, take a load off my knee. Been standing for the last 2 hours, chit-chatting with y'all. It's all good. I enjoyed it. I get to hang out. I haven't been making videos every day. I've just been kind of chillaxing, taking my time, sorting these cards. And now that 30,000 is done, I can go and start sorting some of the other ones that I already sorted once, but now I'm going to be sorting, looking for error cards and stuff like that. And of course, seeing how many of one guy I can get so I can be one of these super collectors. And I guess as a super collector, you have to have 125 different cards of one person. So I think that I counted on that Dave Justice stack that I had. There was 75 different Dave Justice cards in there out of like that 200, 250 card stack, whatever it was. So it was 75. So I don't know if I'll make it even with all the cards I have. Where I'm at, the first case was announced last week. Really, we have 2 or 3 in our town as of like the other day. I'm in like central. I'm at the northern tip of South Jersey, if that makes any sense. So I'm just below the middle of the state. So we're considered South Jersey, but we're not like way south, like down in Cape May and stuff like that. Like Cape May is the farthest south in New Jersey you can go. No, I'm actually in between Atlantic City and Philadelphia. I'm 35 miles from crossing the bridge and being into Philadelphia, and I'm like 40 miles, less than 40 miles from Atlantic City. So, and being right there at the convention center. So, now North Jersey getting hammered because of basically all the people in North Jersey are New York City transplants. They bought houses and property in North Jersey because it's cheaper than buying a flat or an apartment or a house in New York somewhere where you're going to pay $1 million for like, a 600 square foot, apartment. And that's ridiculously high, but that's what they get. It's ridiculous. Whereas, they can work in the city, make a ton of money and live a little bit cheaper in New Jersey. And so now they go to New York to work. and they get all exposed to each other, and then they run back home to North Jersey, and bam, just contaminate the whole northern part of the state now. And that's how that is spreading through North Jersey right now. When you see the president on and talking about North Jersey and New York, yeah, because we border them, and that's how it happens. They go from work to home, and then they spread it around home, which is North Jersey. But right now there's only like a couple cases in my town that I've heard of. Yeah, New York is crazy insane. I got a sister-in-law who lives up there in Queens, so it's not in Manhattan, or it's in Queens, and they have a fourplex, like they rent out to people. So they've got she's a nurse, um, and he's a retired fire captain. So they have good incomes anyway, and they have a fourplex that they rent out to, they live in one and rent the other three out to people. So they're pretty well set. But they got to live there in New York area and Queens, which is one of the boroughs of New York. I think New York has got 5 boroughs or something like that: Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. What else? Maybe there's only 3 boroughs. I don't know. But Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn. There might be another one. I think it's 5. Huh?
Still talking?
Yeah. What do you need help with?
With my covers.
Huh?
Move them over.
All right. Hold on, guys. My wife needs a little help with something, so I will go give her a hand. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. So, camera shake, not too bad. All right, so we still have people here. That's good. I used to know that. I want to say there are 7. Okay, yeah. So I don't know them all either. I've been to New York like twice, maybe. I do. I do need to go back up though, because my sister-in-law tells me they've got some shoe boxes in the attic, baseball cards for me. So I'm like, yeah, that's one way to get me to the city, I guess. And the last time we were up there, we went and we took in a Yankee game, and it was $53, and we sat way up in the third deck, way out in the left field. We could look down over the side. You can see Monument Park, you know. But we sat in the nosebleed section for $53. I went to a Phillies game, maybe 2 years ago now, when the Yankees came to town, and yeah, I know, I know. I was hoping she'd bring them down when they came down to visit, but she didn't. She forgot them or whatnot. That or they want me to climb up in the attic to get it. That could be it too. Because he's he's recovering from cancer and all that good stuff. Um, a lot of those firefighters that were involved in 9/11 are they're all dying from some sort of cancers now. Um, Mainly, I think from like the asbestos and stuff. Whatever was in those twin towers when they went down, all the dust that these guys ended up breathing in, or something was there that was causing these guys to all get cancer. And so he's been dealing with that. He's in recovery. You know, he's kind of won his battle, and now he's just doing the recovery thing. But it was rough. It was rough. He didn't know if he was going to make it. I mean, he started to really go south real quick. The chemo started attacking his lungs and crap, whatever. I mean, it was bad. He had blisters all inside of his mouth from chemo. I mean, the chemo started attacking his whole body, and yeah, he couldn't talk. And they had to give me old, colostomy, whatever it is, where they cut to give you stoma there for a breathing tube, all that stuff. He was rough. He was rough for a while, but thank God he's over that, and he's been on the road to recovery now for like 6 months. So, but yeah, I know. I'm the things that go through my head, like, oh, they're a couple years older than me, so I'm thinking, but they were not. They probably weren't Peter's. They probably weren't his. They're probably, his older brothers or someone like that. Can you imagine if there'd be like some Mickey Mantles up in there, like Mantle rookie cards? You hear about the story about the guys who found like 7 different Mantle rookie cards, and varying degrees of conditions and stuff like that. But they're selling them at auction, and going to make a couple $1 million off of these Mantle cards. Yeah. So yeah, he's getting a lot better. I mean, he's been better enough that this winter they went down to Florida, to their house in Florida, for a month or so. That was, um, yeah, during the winter they went down there. So I am looking forward to retirement, but I've got at least 2 more years before I can retire, and then we'll visit that, and then I can focus full time on my cards, whatever business I want to get into, involving my cards, and to go from there. Go sit up at flea markets and have a penny box, right? And sell all my junk cards for a penny a piece. Because I paid less than a penny for them. I paid like 1/10 of a cent for them. Because when you buy them in bulk like that, you can sell them for a nickel a piece. I make like 1,000% profit or some crazy number. But you got to sell a lot of nickel cards to be able to retire off a nickel card. Yeah, I sold nickel cards. I sold nickel cards for 30 years, and now I'm into my second retirement now. I finally haven't made enough money off of nickel cards I can retire. Anyway, guys, let's see who else is doing anything tonight. No, it's a weekday. Oh, I can't see. I gotta go on my phone. There we go. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go here and let's see who's playing. Who's doing what? I don't know how to do this on my phone. Never done this on my phone. Ah, well. It is what it is. The only reason I got my phone up and going so I can be away from the monitor, the desk here, in order to look at cards. Let's see. Let's do this. As I got you guys here. Oh, I may have shown this before, but so this is a sample of what I was thinking about trying to sell. It was going to be like $25, so it was just going to be a random assortment of packs, minimum 200 cards. Going to be sent in this bulk mailer, this bulk shipper. So it was going to be like, oh, let's see. Let's pretend I just got this in the mail. Hey, guys, look, I got mail. Ooh, let's see what it is. So here's some. Oh, what are these? These are Dunruss. And I don't see the year, and I don't have my glasses. Let me get my glasses. So let's see. So these have 3 cards and a pop-up. Ooh, and a puzzle piece. Wow, look at this. These are Fleer. And what year are these? I don't know. It doesn't say on the packs. So that makes it even more fun. Ah, these are printed in Europe, in the UK. These are made by Topps Ireland, right? 1989 Topps mini cards. I see. Oh, we got a pack of 89 score. We got look, a pack of Topps minis from 87. I think these are, because you got the wood grain. We got a pack of 1990 Topps. Ooh, some 92 Pinnacle Series 1. How about some 92 Topps? Yeah, 92 Topps. Oh, 90 Fleer from Series 1. These are 91 Leaf. We have a pack of 91 high numbers. So we can possibly get the Bagwell rookie out of that one. 91 Dunruss. No, Fleer, 91 Fleer. So we got 90 Fleer, 91 Fleer. We got a 95 Hobby Score, Series 2. Here's a 99 Bowman. 10 cards. It doesn't say if it's a Series 1, so I guess it's all one series. Then we've got the 92 Upper Deck. We got a 91 Fleer Ultra. And here's that randomly inserted autograph that everyone was going to, well, the first 200 sales was going to get when I had 200 of these set aside. And this happened to be signed by Jim Sundberg, and it looks to be a TTM, because most of mine are TTMs. But that was in the disclaimer on the ad that I was going to run, that, no Hall of Famers. Most likely there are TTMs, but there are randomly inserted other autographs from Topps manufacturers and stuff like that. So then I was like, ooh, well, let's open this up, because we did Series 1 earlier, the low numbers. Let's do some Series 2. So this is part of that $4,000 I invested a year ago to buy all this. I bought cases of stuff. And we got Greg Maddux right off the bat. Whoops, let's get him on the screen. So we got Greg Maddux. Yeehaw. We got one Hall of Famer. Let's see, now we got Mike Lieberthal. So we're looking for Bagwell rookie. But we can get the Chipper rookie, but that's a low number. But we can still get it because we're getting low number and high number in the Aaron cards. We have an Oakland Athletics, or not, California Angels or Anaheim Angels. We got Glavin, so we got 2 Hall of Famer pitchers. And then we've got Chuck Carr, Mosisa Lou, and we've got the second card of Tim Raines, Series 1. He was in an Expos uniform. So we got 3 Hall of Famers out of that pack. No rookie, Chipper and or Mike Messina or Bagwell. You know what? Let's do this, right? Because 1990 could be a no-name in here. Could be a Frank Thomas no-name in here. We've got Bubblegum Edge. Yummy. It's nice and brown on the edges. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. That is mold. That is like yummy stuff. That'll probably kill COVID-19. Comes off real easy, guys. So I imagine it'll slide down the gullet pretty easy too. Yummy. Save that for later. Kind of like that old booger, you know. We'll just save that baby for later. So, I started saving these two, kind of to like, if I'm going to put a set together, why not on the end add these two, kind of like a little bonus. That's neat because you don't get this stuff anymore when you buy cards, like bulk cards. How many people still have these? They throw them all away. And some of them, like the stadium clubs from 92 or 93, their little cards that they get you, like for their stadium club membership, if you look on the back of them, they're numbered to like up to 5 or 6 or whatever. So they're actually numbered on theirs as like you can collect them if you wanted to. Ricky Henderson. So we've got a Hall of Famer. We have a fan favorite. We've got Jose Can You Say Cosi. No name, but we've got Hall of Famer and a very popular fan favorite. So that's 2 packs down. Kind of just set them there. Which one do you want to do next? You want to do the 92 tops? Why not? Where's my phone? I left my phone over there, so I gotta go get it so I can see the chat. All right, what's going on here? Let's see. Yeah, that Flair is an 88 Flair. Thank you. I used to know all this stuff because I used to really know a lot of stuff about cards, about the players, and then it just kind of didn't become that important anymore to where I needed to know that. That was kind of useless information until I started my channel, but I brain dumped all that stuff, so now I don't have it. But let's go ahead and look at these 92 tops. God, these wrappers are so... There we go. Static. All right. I love these because I used to cheat. Let's see, is this the new stock? Oh, this is the first run stuff. So see how white that is? So if you take this and you hold this up to a 100-watt light bulb, you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what I did when I was younger. All right, so here's a light bulb. If it was a 100-watt light bulb, and this isn't a 100-watter, but I could see through those things and pick out the ones that said winner on them. And then that's how I got like a near complete set of cards that, like complete set of cards that had the gold embossing, the gold, and then because so many people were maybe doing the same thing I was doing, they ran out of it, that whole print run, and they had to start printing more with it, with the gold, and then they decided to put right up on here, and I don't know if we get a gold card. Let's see if we get a gold card. But they would put the word winner on there. And that's the second print run of those. If you got ones that didn't say winner, those were the original ones that you mailed in for. The ones that say winner were like a second batch that they had to print up. I know, because I was a guy. I was raping them with that, man. But they got me back because I got no gold card. So they got me. It's karma. See, that just goes to show you, you bang it on the trash can, it's gonna come back to get you. I got to give back all those gold cards. If the Astros give back their ring and trophy, I'll give back all those gold cards to Topps, and they can sell them to you guys in packs randomly. Put another stamp on there saying, get back into the game or whatever. Rediscover. There you go. They can use those cards as rediscover Topps. All right, want to do the 88? Why not? I got tons of these 88s. What's 28 more or 30 more? How many come in here? Doesn't even tell you how many cards you get. You got to buy it. Oh, right there it is. 28 cards and 2 stickers. All right, so who we getting here? Pack fresh, guys. These are so sharp. These corners, I got to be careful. I'm gonna I'm going to cut myself. But I get them like this, fresh out of these boxes. I swear these guys are opening up packs and complete sets, pulling out the big names and just putting the other cards all back in and selling them to me. And Art told me last time I was down to see him on Sunday, he says, "You need to get back to work." I'm like, "Why?" Because I got a basement full of cards, boxes. In other words, I got to get money up so I can buy them off of him. And he does football, basketball, hockey. He separates out and sells me all the baseball. I don't know what he does with the other ones. I told him I can't. There's Dale Murphy, fan favorite, Mr. Murphy. I don't know what he does with them. He used to be in the business. He told me at one point, back during the heyday, he had like, his inventory was 20 million cards. Not 2 million, 20 million. I'm like, dude, you need a whole warehouse for that. He's like, yep. But that was a long time ago. He's not in the business anymore because it's not as easy to make money in that business. All right, which ones you guys want to do next? You want to do the UK ones? Want to do the ones from the UK? I know someone else opened some of these on their channel before, and I've opened some on my channel before. I bought a whole box of these off of eBay just as a curiosity. I didn't even know they were going to be minis till they got here. And they're like, oh, they're minis. Okay. Even the gum. Even the gum is mini size. Look, it's mini me. Woohoo. And oh, no, it's Master and Blaster. There we go. We got the Master gum and the Blaster gum. You know which one's the Master and who the Blaster is, right? Beyond Thunderdome. All right, so we got Ricky Henderson right here on top. I like the fact that they did him in red, white, and blue. Good old American. Good old American colors there. Speaking of no names, it is either a 2005 or 2006 Turkey Red that has a no-name version of every parallel for Sammy Sosa. I saw guys also pulling other ones out that were no names. Like, I don't have a whole lot of new stuff, guys. I don't. Like, I bought those boxes there, but you know, it gets expensive when I can go out and buy 100,000 cards. Like this last lot, I spent 100 and what did I spend on? 150 bucks. 150 bucks. There's Mark McGuire. But for that $150, and I don't know if you guys checked out any of my other videos, but I did a video on what I bought. So video before this one that, anyway, I got literally boxes of unopened stuff. So I got this unopened, right? 89 Bowman. Unopened. Full box. If you checked out my other videos, you guys would have seen this. Unopened 90 Bowman. Unopened 90 Bowman. These are rack packs. Right? Now, I don't know what you pay for these on eBay. Probably not as much as the 89s, because let's face it, the 89s, and I got 3 of these. So 3 of these 90 Bowmans, rack packs. I don't even know who comes in here, who the big name is on that, right? 3 boxes of those. 2 boxes of these 89 rack packs, right? Now this one is missing 1 rack pack. So my guess is they looked in here. There may have been one with a Griffey Jr. showing, and they snatched it out for themselves. I don't know. But I looked. There's no Griffeys showing, top or bottom. Right? But this one is complete. I got that. I got right now. Remember, the 89 is people will go ape over that because of this card. Well, here's a complete factory set unopened. Here's a second complete factory set unopened. Here's a third. I don't know why they put them in different boxes. I've seen these before. I'm like, what is that? That yellow box. Is that a real factory box? Because I've seen these, but I've never seen this. Sealed, factory sealed. Still has the tape on it from the factory. These have the wrapper and the same tape on it, so it's the same dealio. So there's 3 Griffey Jr. cards. I don't know what it goes for, but people are buying this stuff because of that, right? Or the chance, the opportunity to pull one, right? So that I got one or two of these. Did I get two of these? 2 factory sets of these 90 upper decks. So, and then this one here, this 90 Fleer, complete, unopened. The seal is still intact, and 30,000 loose bulk card out of the box, like this. All different years. There's some newer stuff in here, you know. All the way back to the 70s. I pulled cards from 76, 77, 78 out of these boxes too, for 150 bucks. Now that's the most I've paid for this little amount of cards. Normally it's like 100,000 cards for, you know, 100 bucks. So, yeah. So, I mean, I paid a little more, but I got all this unopened stuff, all this wax, whatever you want to call it. Now I gotta stack this all back up. I'll do that later. I've also been to last year. I've been to an auction. I bought baseball card lots and gotten complete sets of cards, like complete hand collated 1979 tops with the Ozzie Smith rookie card in it, and it was, you know, in a penny sleeve and in a top loader, sitting in the box. When you open it up, you can see it. You can see it was off cut, like most of them were, right, off center. And then I don't know, 6 months later, I'm going through it and I'm sorting it out, and I'm like, all right, let's make sure the whole set's here. And I go through and I'm checking every card, and lo and behold, inside the box, all nice and neat, is another Ozzie Smith rookie card. So I was able to, because with what I had, I was able to complete 2 sets of 79 tops for the price of that one. And I only paid, like, for that whole lot, which was, it was four different hand collated sets. And I just had that paper and I kind of tossed it, but it was like 50 bucks. So I'm like, yeah, just for the Ozzie Smith alone, even if it's off center, it's going to probably cost you more than 50 bucks. These sell for like anywhere from, you know, 25 to 35 plus shipping on eBay if you go look these up. So I'm like, yeah, I'm saving on shipping. So, and I'll get around to ripping some of these open, you know, on my channel, of course. But I will take some and I will put some away. Like I said, I always put stuff away for my grandkids, for them to do whatever they want, because I'll be gone when that time comes. All right, let's see what you got again. 1990 Upper Deck factory set from a seller 30 miles away. Unopened it. It was a Christmas present. That's cool. Yeah, I've been the last couple of years trying to buy up complete sets. No matter how I get them, like I bought from this guy over a couple towns over from me, it's less than a half hour from my house. A 1984 tops. Sorry about the shaking of the camera. 1984 tops, hand collated set for $12. $12, and I bought like 6 of them off of him though. I'm like, that's a great deal because it has the Mattingly rookie card, right? So I'm like, dude, it's got a Mattingly rookie card in it. Not worth a whole lot, but they were crisp. They were mint, and I'm like, yeah, I'll buy them. And he had a bunch of them, and I bought 6 of them off of him. I spent like $150 that night. I bought some classic, the board games. The very first one, the green box with the green borders. If you guys have been watching Jab's channel, I sent one as a gift to Eric, and in that box I had them both stacked up. One for Eric and one was for John. So they opened them up on their channel and like, oh, look at this. And I was like, it was like, I don't know, around Christmas time, I think. And I gave, maybe it wasn't, but I gave a set to my bosses. And at this time now I had 3 different bosses. So I gave each one of them a box. And I come home after that and I'm like, okay, where's my box at? Because they were all factory sealed. They were brand new, fresh out of this guy's case. And I'm like, wait, oh crap, I only had 5. I gave them all away. No, I only had 4 and I gave them all away. So I'm like, now what do I do? And I called the guy back. I'm like, hey, I need more. He goes, dude, I sold them all. I just sold the last one. He was an eBay seller. I'm like, oh no. So that was an opportunity that got by me. But, maybe it'll present itself again someday. Like, I got these part of that from that auction I was telling you guys about last year. I got these because when you buy like auction lots, you get like a whole bunch of stuff, right? I don't know if you guys ever been to an auction or, it's not like a car auction where you bid on one thing and that's it, or a house auction. Sorry about the shakiness. But so I bought this big box, and whatever was in it, you got. I didn't spend more than $50 on any one of these lots, but it was like no one was buying them, and I didn't go through the whole box. And inside the box there was, and these probably aren't worth anything. I don't know. I don't know much about racing cars, but like this is, Rookie Thunder, 5 decades of stock car racing greats, and it's by a company called Wheels. Collect all 100. But it's got Richard Petty on it. It's got Jeff Gordon there. I do know some drivers. This is Max Racing Cards from 88 to 92, the 5th anniversary edition, right? I'm like, okay, I don't know nothing about. Here's one here. These are Press Pass VIP 95. Collect all 64 cards plus 6 levels of inserts and over 30,000 autographed cards. Yeah, it says 30,000 autographed cards. So there's a chance of an autographed card in here. I didn't even know that. And this one here is, it's 97 Fleer Ultra Update NASCAR. And what's it say? The NASCAR Authority. And then here's one here. This is Optima XL Racing Cards from Press Pass. And that's kind of all it says. More card, more value. Okay. And then there's this one here. This is Knight's Quest, Super Premium Race Cards. And it's got Elliott. Is that Elliott? Gordon and Earnhardt. No, that's Wallace. Rusty Wallace. There you go. His name's right there. Wallace, Gordon, and Earnhardt. And at one time, this was looks like it was $105 box at one point. So I got it for like, 20, 30 bucks. He said I didn't pay more than 50 bucks for any one of the lots. And I bought 8 lots that day. And I spent under $300 on the day. I bought 8 lots. No one was really bidding on these. So I was like getting really lucky. But they waited there was over 300 lots total. And I bought 8 out of the first like 30 or 40. I bought 8 of them. And then I'm like, once the good stuff started going, I was way out of my league. These guys were, spending for one pack of Desert Shield, right? One pack of Desert Shield cards was going for like anywhere from $100 to $200. I mean, these guys were just bidding each other up. And I'm like, dude, I bought a pack way back for $30, and I thought that was a lot. These guys are spending hundreds of dollars on them. They're $5 a card. All right, granted, you can get one of the big names, I guess. That's what they were hoping for. I don't know. But I tried to be a little bit, smarter with my money because I didn't go there with, $10,000 to blow. But anyway, so I got these and, whatever. They're racing cards, but I know nothing about them. But I do know some racers. My cousin's son is a race car driver, and he just turned 25, or he's 25 now. He's been racing since he's 6 years old. He races Indy cars, and he raced for Andretti Autosport. He's from Nazareth, PA. His name is Sage Karam, and his grandmother's my aunt. His mom is my cousin, and so he's been racing a long time, and he's got on maybe his 7th Indianapolis 500 was coming up. But he's been doing this iRacing now, which is like virtual online racing, because no one's doing anything sports related, crowds. So they've been doing that, and he won the first race, and he's going up against all these other guys, all these big names like Will Powers, who else? Like all the big names, like a lot of them are there doing this, and it's helping them to stay sharp because they have all these. They have the fancy rigs that gives them the force feel on their wheel when they're going into turns, and it gives them all that. Some of them have the seats that will shake and vibrate and move too. It's crazy. I was checking out some of these rigs online that these guys are using, like thousands and thousands of dollars for their rigs. And so he was doing the second race a week later, like this was last week. And it's funny, he was coming up and around this one blind little hump, and Tony Kanaan was sideways in the road, like Tony had spun out, and he was leading he was trying to get back in the lead. He stopped for a pit, so now he was trying to get back into the lead, and bam, T-bone Tony Kanaan. And he's like, well, that's it, boys, because they have real damage, like simulators too, to your car. So if you damage your car, you could be done. And he said, that's it. He went up. He was into the fencing alongside the guardrails and stuff like that. It was a road course. It was at Barber, something like that. I don't know what that was. I forget what state that was supposedly in, but it was the Barber race. So they've been doing that. All these guys have been doing it. I don't know if you guys ever follow any of this iRacing stuff, or you even heard of it. I didn't hear of it until I started following what he was doing, and he was doing it in between because he was only getting certain rides. Like his first 4 years of his driving, he was a full-time driver, like I said, for Andretti Autosport, and then he moved over to Ganassi Racing. He drove for Chip Ganassi for a year or two, and then he couldn't get a ride. He couldn't get a ride, and so he was only getting rides for the Indy 500. So a couple of years ago, one of his sponsors was the Gas Monkey Garage, and he drives for like the last 3 years or so for DDR Racing, and one of the sponsors is Wix filters, and they, they're his sponsors along with this guy he's a big company that does mattresses, and I guess they make mattresses for everyone to throw their labels on. Comfort Revolution. So that's what he's been doing to stay sharp in between, because 2 years ago he drove for Lexus. He drove for Lexus, and he was doing IMSA racing for Lexus, as a factory driver. And then when they went down to one car, they let him go, and they let some other guy go. Pretty popular guy, because they were on the team. There was those two guys on the car and two other guys, and they just said, "We're getting rid of this car, and you two are the drivers of that car. See ya." And so he was just doing the Indy 500s. I think this year was going to be his first full ride again back in IndyCar when the coronavirus hit, and that killed everything. So, and it's trying to kill all of us. All right. So you guys want to see me open up more of this stuff or not? It's up to you. Where's my phone? I set my phone down. Oh, God, it's always back over there again. So if you want me to continue, I will. If not, we can just shut it down right here. I'm going to let that up to you guys. You think the racing cards could be worth something? I don't know. I don't know. The one guy that to really talk to about that would be Danny and Gray's. Danny and Gray would know. Oh, that's cool. As long as everyone's having fun, I'm having fun. I can talk forever. So anyway, this was the whole one of the business venture I was going to do, and then I decided that the market is already overcrowded, and I would be losing money. So I just cut my losses at what it was. So let's open up these mini, and man, this pack is just falling apart. Look at that. It's just, that was weird, but they're not bricks. So these are like the 87 tops. So they must be 86. So they're 87 tops. Minis. Spring Fever Baseball. You can win. Who did we get? Oh, we got a Donnie Baseball. And did we get two Bob Horners in here? Yes, we did. What the heck? Come on, Tops. You give us tiny cards about half the size of the normal cards, and you're still going to double me up. What's the dealio? As Joe at Joe's Card Corral would say, a bunch of jabronis over there. So there you go. We got them. I laughed when I first heard him say that on one of his videos. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't heard that term in so long. So if you're going to do score, guys, do the pink boxes. I forget what year they are. 90, 91 maybe. I forget. The Mantle ones. That's the ones you want. You want the ones with the chance to get the Mantle autograph inside the packs. I know it's ridiculously hard to get, but if you're going to waste your money on score, I would say do that. The pink packs. I had a box of them, and this was a year or 2 years ago now. I bought a box, and I opened it up, and I didn't record anything for my channel because I really didn't have my channel up and running yet. I was doing gaming videos and stuff like that. So we got Barry Larkin right off the bat. But this is the one I may get that other Ray Knight. That is the corrected version. Remember I showed you the reverse negative earlier in my binder. So this might be the one that has, I don't know if these came in series. It's probably, I'm not sure, probably did. Does this say series 1? It does not say it's a series, but some of these came in series. Series. Dwight Gooden or Dewey Evans. And there's the 3D 1943 quiz. Doug Jones. There's Will Clark. He's a fan favorite of all kinds. He's a very consistent TTMer too, guys. So definitely, you know, someone to think about getting. It's cheap. It's like $10. You know, it's not like over expensive. I understand he's not a Hall of Famer, may never be a Hall of Famer, but he was a good ball player. He was consistent. You know. All right, let's do this 92. We can find the Ted Williams autograph in these babies here. Woo-hoo! Hey, our luck is rolling, guys. We got this one, right? You never know. We could have blown our wad already on this Jordan, or maybe we're just doing our best Frank Thomas impression of extends, and we're going in for the long haul. There's the Ripken boys. Turning a deuce. Not dropping a deuce. I didn't say that. I said they're turning a deuce. You'd be dropping deuces. Not on my channel. And the Atlanta Braves. Randy Valverde. Yes. Mike Timlin. All we need is Alvaro Espinosa to show up again. That's what we need. That's what we're lacking. Where are you, Alvaro Espinosa? So we've got a team checklist with the Crime Dog and the Ripken boys. Cal Jr. and Billy. All right. Another one done. I'm just going to go right down the list here. You know, I opened up, like, not of these. I'll continue this in a little bit. So here's the Harmon Killebrew puzzle piece. It's like a nice shiny foil puzzle. Really nice. And we have a gold card right on top. It's nobody important. It's Arthur Rhodes. Not to be confused with Dusty Rhodes. Who else do we get in here? Jack Clark. Not really. Oh, we got Eddie Murray. Got a Hall of Famer, boys. Doc Gooden. So, we got a puzzle piece, and we got Eddie Murray. This, I bought so many packs of this stuff. Boxes, cases, maybe 2 cases. And I opened up like 2 boxes and did not complete the set. 2 boxes and could not complete the set. And it was just like an experiment. Like, oh, well, let's see how long it takes us. And I'm up to 2 boxes, and I'm like, dang, I don't think it's going to happen. I think I'm going to stop while I'm behind. Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Fame. And there's the Swindell Bad Omen. So that'll put the old hex on us for sure. Greg Maddux, Hall of Fame. And look, but they doubled up on us, not once, but did they double up on us twice? So there's stupid Melito Perez. Oh my God, half the pack is double. Oh my God. So we got 3 cards that were doubled up in this pack. Quarter of the pack. That is terrible. And there's no one we can go after to get justice because they don't exist. They went out of business because they had that kind of business policy. Oh, let's just throw in whatever. Let's not worry about the collation. Listen, as long as we got the money, we're good. And we're going to produce the crap out of these cards. And we're going to keep selling them until they puke cards. And then we're going to sell them more. Because we know what they want better than they do. Or they're not suspecting it. Well, guess what, Fleer? You weren't suspecting it either, and you went out of business. All right, we got some shiny in here. Ooh, ooh, shiny, shiny. You see the shiny? Can you see the shiny? Shiny. Whoop, I'll give you a little sneak peek. There is shiny, shiny, shine. All right, we'll get to that. Who's this? Ricky Leday. Yeah, he had his moment. Calvin Pickering. Joe Fontenot. Here's our foil card. It is Chuck Knobloch. What is this, a Yankee pack? We got 2 Yankees so far. Todd Sears of Sears and Roebuck. Onan Masanoka. Okay. Another Yankee. Look at that. Andy Brown. Sorry, Andy. Never heard of you. It looked like you're fresh out of like JV. Really? Look at them arms. Woo woo. Yeah, buddy. Be hitting the weights. Luis Rivera. All right. Yeah, we're going to do the old tease here. That's Joe Fontenot. And then we've got Shane Reynolds. That is the star of the pack right there, guys. Shane Reynolds. Until we get to this late bloomers. And who is it? Oh, it's Jim Tomei. Nice. There you go. Now I should have saved this pack for last, and we could have called it Last Pack Magic. Get the mojo. Jojo. I need a drink. All right, guys, we got to do it. It's sitting here right in front of us. We got to do it. We got to do the junk. It's here, and we got to do it. I actually enjoyed these. These cards are not bad. The yellow ones, yeah, I can understand you wanting the puke, but these are not that bad. The nice little banners at the bottom. Let's see who we got. Ruben Sierra so far. Alex Cole. There it is. Keith Hernandez. Be taking cocaine in the bathroom. And Frank White. All right, we're going to go with Keith. This is the one that's going to make you want to puke. So grab your waste baskets or whatever you got handy. Shield your eyes. Put on sunglasses. Whatever. Look at that. That wrapper came off like this pack has been searched. But who would do that? Who would search these? It's like really junk. We got a Glavin on the back. It looked like. Maybe not searched. Got Tom Glavin in here. So let's see who we got. Tim Raines. There's a Hall of Famer. Charlie Huff. John Smoltz. Are you kidding me? 2 Hall of Famers. Phil Plantier. Almost made the Hall of Fame. Not. Doug Jennings. And there's Glavin. Look at that. Look at Glavin, man. He's really digging it, man. He is into it. He's like, I'm scoring no matter what. I'm running through the stop sign and running like Tim Raines, Ricky Henderson, gonna get to home plate no matter what. And he did. The catcher's nowhere in sight. So 3 Hall of Famers in that pack, guys. Well, I can't say you puked over that one. All right, we've got these 2 left. I'm not gonna waste my time on these because once I open it, I have a place to put them. I don't have a box big enough. Like I don't have a massive amount of shoe boxes, so I'm not gonna open that one up. So it's these 2. You want the silhouette of I don't know. We're gonna say Jose Canseco, or you want the Will Clark. Which one will it be? I'll let you guys decide. Early 90s Ultra football was horrible also. Yeah, they talked about the Flair Ultra. If you got the gold cards, all the experts saying that the gold cards should have been how all the cards in the set looked like, and they should have come up with some other different kind instead of that. But it is what it is. Charlie Huff is not in the Hall of Fame. There are other knuckleballers in the Hall of Fame. Hoyt Wilhelm's in the Hall of Fame. Who else is in there? Phil Necro's in the Hall of Fame. So there are other really good knuckleballers, but Charlie Huff did not win 300 games, and that's the standard, right? High 200s. Charlie Huff, and he had a long career. I'm sure this isn't all his stats, but where's his wins? 186. See if it focuses. Not on my thumb. It's not going to focus. But anyway, it looks like, to me, it looks like 186 wins and 169 losses. So, how many Ks, how many strikeouts does he have? His lifetime at this point, ERA was 3.63. And he did at this time have 61 saves, though. His strikeouts were 1,988 strikeouts. So, all right. We'll go ahead and we'll open this up. These have a tendency to be bricked, so I don't know. Don't know what's going to happen here. I have found these to be bricked from time to time. So whoever owned these before I bought them may have, well, these are not bricked. That's good. May have had them stored in the attic or someplace. Paul Sorrento. Bo. Still a little bit of paper loss. Bo Jackson. Not a Hall of Famer, but definitely a fan favorite. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows football. Jeff Bagwell. Boom. Hall of Famer. Foil card, too. Ta-da. Hitters Incorporated. Of course, I really think he was a juicer, too. He just slipped through the system and was not identified or whatever because he just was really too big. Another Dave Justice card. We're not going to cover up Bagwell with a Justice, though. That would not be doing Bagwell any justice. Yeah, so we're getting some paper loss, even though they're not stuck. They were stuck at one point. Guzman, Juan, and these guys are a little stuck, see? Can you hear it? Boom. And that is Mark Walters, so no great loss. And this got Brian Harvey, got a big right there. No great loss on those last three cards. And we pulled down Hall of Famer and two fan favorites, like the Bagwell. Very nice. And the last pack here, guys. And then we will be shutting her down. And I don't know. I'm going to go probably play some games or something. Do some Hunter Call the Wild or I don't know. Something. And these are kind of bricked. I did a video on trying to unbrick cards too, guys. So I took an ironing board, and I put a handkerchief over top of them. I tried ironing them. It kind of worked okay with 3 cards, but anything bigger than 3 didn't work. If it was 5 or 10 cards, wasn't gonna unbrick it. The amount of heat needed would be crazy. But I do have an idea. I still have some brick cards I'm going to take to work with me, and we have these heat guns to get to like 1,000 degrees. I'm going to try to unbrick them with a 1,000-degree heat gun, like a 1,000-degree hair dryer, and see if that helps them unbrick. I don't know. It might. We got Donnie Baseball and no paper loss. That is beautiful. Look at that. Donnie Baseball. Love Don Mattingly. Of course, you have to kind of be a Yankee fan, I guess, to really appreciate him. And we got a Nolan Ryan riding on the range. Look at that. There's Nolan out. Punching cows. He's a cowpoke there. He's out punching the old little doggies. This looks like any tartable. Yes! Man, I'm good. That's just a lucky guess. I was gonna say Sheffield, but couldn't think of his name right away. So I went tartable. Lucky yes. That's not stuck there. No. And that's it. So we got Hall of Famer and basically every pack we opened up, almost. And we ended it with a Nolan Ryan, Don Mattingly tandem. And that's it, guys. Again, we have this final picture of Michael Jordan. Lucky pull there. We are, like I said, I have 5 more boxes of that, I believe. So we'll do another box in the future and just see how lucky we really were. Or is there one per box and not one per case? Rumor is there was one per case. Anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging out. 1,000 degrees would certainly unbrick them to ashes. You're right, but you don't have to go straight to 1,000. I can work it up. A little shaky on the camera. There we go. Because I got to do my best impression of a, a guy that goes underneath those poles. Yeah, that guy. Those guys. The really flexible, skinny guys. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone for stopping by, hanging out, giving the old thumbs up. It's great. However, my throat is getting a little sore from all the talking. My leg is starting to swell up because I've been standing on my leg for the last 3 hours, but that's fine. I'll be sitting down and I'll ice it up and get the swelling back down. I got an appointment Friday. I'm going to ask the doctor. I'm going to ask him why. It's been February. Hey, no problem. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I had my surgery on February 20th. Why is my leg still swelling up? We are now almost 6 weeks out. Let's see, February 20th. Yeah, we're like 20th was here, so it's 1, 2, 4, 7 weeks out. Right, February 20th. I'm in March. Hold on. So we had it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, going on 7 weeks out. Tomorrow will be 7 weeks. Today is. Why is it still swelling up? I'm standing on it. I'm supposed to go to work, and I stand on my feet all day long, and it's swollen up. No, wow, this is really bad. So I don't know what it is. This is like one of the worst it's been. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But anyway, let me get this off of here. Everything is rigged in this room. I don't have my thing set up the way I want it yet, but look at that foot. Can you see that? That is like swollen. Really ridiculous. All right, guys. That's it. I'll leave you with that sight of my foot to hope you don't have to go eat or anything right now. Hope you've had your dinner already, so you won't have to have that vision of my swollen foot now in your brain for the rest of the night. I got to clean up this mess. But again, thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And we will see you in the next one. I'm just killing time for another 30 seconds. So it goes to like the even quarter hour. And we'll see you guys. Oh, I got to do my patented sign off. We got Michael in the picture, right? So, guys, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now. I would greatly appreciate that. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I post another video. This is Boom Slang signing out, saying peace, guys. Saying peace, guys. See you in the next one. And that's not my middle finger. That's my index finger. You look kind of funny there. And that's it, guys. Thanks again. I'll see you guys later. See you around the channels, I'm sure. Good night, everyone. What time is it? Oh my God, it's good morning. It's 1:15 a.m. here. All right. New subscriber. Hey, thanks, Tex Hockey. I appreciate that. I'm going to hit you back up as soon as I get off of here. How's that? Don't forget to check out my 750 subscriber video. That was posted like a year ago, though. You have to go back a little bit. And you will see what I'm trying to give away whenever I get to 750. It's a huge, huge, huge haul for the winner. And I think I'm giving away 3 prizes for that. Because, I mean, I'd rather have 3 people win than just one. A lot of people just do one. I'd rather see more than one person win. That's all. All right. Good night, guys. Have a good one. See you later. Okay. Where you at? Happened to me before. What happened to my stream? Thank you, speaker. There we go. All right. That's better.